nice city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride with the lady. Her hair hangs down past her thighs, blue and pistol shit. Satisfies, leather jacket, zipped up tight. Big ones coming, look for lost and found. Iron beams, bright and night city, where your appetite weighs you out to sunrise. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in night city. Here in night city, got me up alright. Here in night city. The way you chase and tease me, get me up so high. We're on the rooftop and you don't compromise. Too many hollow, empty bodies lying around my street. Don't testify. You got to whisper now on your honest, so we keep on moving. Gotta take it slow, no. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city. Here in our city, got me up alright. Here in our city. She pulls my trigger, got me up alright. It's a danger pretty here in our city.
All right, here we are. Listening to Matt clack away.
Me?
It's actually
That's not me.
Oh no, somebody has a very mechanical keyboard.
That's Rob.
He's the one clacking away over there.
Clack, 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 clack.
He has no soundproofing in his room right now.
Ah, yes, yes. Coming to you live from a brand new location.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a quick reference. We did not do an update log last night. We had some things going on, some members doing a little relocation project, and a couple of us had some other things that had to take precedence. So apologize very much for not being here last night.
Yep.
Right.
But
We're here tonight.
we're here tonight, and we might be rescheduling it, or we might just push it back to next Wednesday. So keep an ear out. We'll be keeping you guys updated via the
It
Discord or
does.
Twitter. So just keep an eye out for that.
Life does get in the way sometimes, for sure. So,
Anytime.
Not Twitter.
so
It's always going to be Twitter, damn it.
I'm never gonna call it what it's currently called because that's stupid. It's silly.
X.
Yes, it's silly times calling it that. It's Twitter.
But it's Elon Musk. Everything has to be X something.
He does love that letter. I don't know why he loves the letter X so much, but I'm still calling it Twitter.
I mean, it's an unusual letter, you know. It's spicy.
I guess.
Spicy.
I mean, so is Z kind of, but he chooses specifically X.
Yes, the Z just makes me think sweet, so.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Z makes me think of World War Z zombies. I mean, I don't know.
Great book, horrible movie.
Zombies?
World War Z.
Yeah,
Oh, World War Z. Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought the movie was alright.
The movie
Wasn't
was
terrible.
okay, but it wasn't as like compelling as the book was.
there is a whole pile of books that spawned off of that story, especially after The Walking Dead came out. So a lot of short stories and whatnot that are pretty cool. Some of them are kind of lame, but most of them are interesting stories. So, all right, boo.
Hey,
it's
Gemma, welcome in. Welcome in.
So the last thing we did was staying vigilant, and so you guys are just coming off of helping save that nomad Knox, and getting yourselves back into town. Time to take a night off. What do you say?
Time to party.
Yeah.
There is an awesome little club that you all decide to go visit. We're going to find out all about this place in Vero. Fantastic. So, this club is called Delirium. It is in a shadier area of town, but it's well known for some really awesome entertainment through VR. And it's private for the most part, so it's a good spot to just go chill, enjoy your evening, experience whatever it is that you want to experience, and have some fun. Sounds like I'm going to say it's right up Curly's alley. He just looks like that kind of guy. The VR guy, you know.
He'd be the one that's just like he enjoys the club atmosphere while but he's just standing there stone faced. It's like with all the flashing lights around him. Just enjoying like a smoke and a drink.
Just vibing in the corner.
Yeah, just vibing.
Hopefully he's not being creepy.
Nah.
Creepy? Curly? What?
Curly's more tasteful than that.
So
Okay.
I'm sure at least one of you can relate to this. Actually, before I get going with that, let's just do a quick introduction so everybody knows who we are. Miller Bear, welcome. So let's start. Actually, let's start on the other side tonight. Let's start with Jenny.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenny. I play Melanie, or Mel, the little Spitfire sniper. Who apparently can't roll worth shit.
We're breaking that trend. We're breaking that trend.
Hopefully.
I think the
Fingers
first session. I think the first session with Mel went very well. Second session, it was like Ring 2.0.
I'd say she obtained Ring's curse of rolling like shit.
So you're 1 for 1 at the moment. So who's to say how this one's going to go?
That's fair.
It's going to go swimmingly. Absolutely. How could it not, right?
I agree.
All right, Chloe, how about you?
All right. Like Greg said, I'm Chloe, and I play Yogi, the no nonsense, tell you how it is med tech, who panics quite a bit, and that gets her into trouble.
Oddly,
Gets everyone into trouble.
It really does. She like panic acts, and then we all just gotta go along for the ride. And usually someone ends up blowing up.
Whether it's herself or someone else, yeah.
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing for her though, because you say that she panics quite a bit, but yet she's like the only one that literally goes running into the line of fire to do her job.
That's her job.
Well, that doesn't make her panic. It's when she has to fight. That's what makes her panic.
People can be shooting at you, and that's okay. It's when you have to shoot back that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Wow. There's a reason why the medic stays in the rear, right?
Yep.
Rob.
Hey guys, I am Rob, and I play Roland Glasgow. He is a rocker boy who, let's just say he flies by the seat of his pants or his drumsticks, whichever. He is the drummer for the Haywood Highwaymen, and he's an interesting one. I don't know. It depends on what day you catch him.
We got to share a story, but let's introduce Matt's character first. So Matt.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt. Today I'm playing Curly, a nomad from the Los Pioneros nomad pack, and he has a dog simply named Perito, and who always has shotgun. No one else may take that seat from the dog.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind real quick. He's from the Piano Clan.
No, Los Pioneros. If I'm
Pioneros.
pronouncing it right. Essentially, I'll say I use Google Translate. I translated trailblazers to Spanish, and it just came out with essentially it came out with the pioneers, essentially.
Yeah,
So
it's correct.
Yeah, okay. So that's essentially what it came out as, and it was I was like, okay, I'll go with it.
Okay, it's just the way you said it. I was like, is that like
I'm a white person trying to pronounce things.
It's
And
a gringo.
it doesn't go
We
well.
call that a gringo accent.
Yeah. I'm trying, all right.
I respect it.
Accents made,
Yeah. I
Trust
try.
me, I have a gringo accent too, and I took 5 years of Spanish. I could probably speak like a 3-year-old, and that's about it. I need to get back into practice, but good lord, I was never good at it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what?
That's Lapinas. Lapinas. Anyway.
That's good.
Wow. Okay, so just real quickly, so 2 of the characters that we are playing tonight are going to be featured in our upcoming module that we'll be introducing at GaryCon 2024. So in March, actually live at GaryCon. So if you are there, make sure you check it out. Check out our table. Come play some games with me. It'd be fantastic. Or if you're not able to be there. Or if you're not able to be there, you can also keep the other old man company by playing with him through virtual. So Matt and Rob will both be running virtual games for GaryCon. So make sure you join us. It will be fantastic. With that said, really, we have to share this story. So there's a little piece here about our friend Roland, the illustrious drummer boy. You know what, Matt, you might be able to elaborate on this story a little bit better than me. I don't want Rob to do it because he's gonna like change it and make it into something else, I'm sure.
I'm assuming you're talking about what happened Saturday.
No
Yes.
fucking face.
Yes.
What Roland did.
No face.
Well, you will get your chance to plead your case, Rob. Don't worry.
Right. Okay. So in our this Saturday, sometimes we play D&D, but sometimes we also play a personal game of Cyberpunk. We kind of alternate which game we're playing depending on who is up for like GMing that night and stuff like that. So we were doing the Cyberpunk, which is damned by Greg, and Rob he plays Roland in that campaign. We are at a version of Roland. We're at a gas station out in the Badlands, and a firefight broke out. And this guy decides to cause a little boom.
A little boom.
Little.
A little boom. That was his intention. What ended up happening is that he caused a big boom, which also exploded a nearby car, so a second boom. But then there's another car in that blast radius, so there's a third boom. So it pretty much blew the entire place up, and I mean, my character was right there. He got hit by 2 of those explosions, and yeah, it was a bad time for everyone involved. That place was just absolutely demolished. On the plus side, the people we were fighting were practically vaporized.
That was only after he decided to put 2 rounds in a dead guy and call it double tap.
and after he got his femur snapped by one of the enemies.
Yes.
Who got mad at him double tapping their friend.
Do you wish to defend Roland, Rob?
In a moment.
It's a hard defense. Listen, this is the first time Roland has, caused harm to allies.
It is not.
Are you being sarcastic here, buddy?
Absolutely not. You've shot my character before.
Well, he was in the way. So here's the thing. One of the enemies was inside a car, and she was the one who had broken his femur. So he wasn't gonna let that slide. He took that shit personally. And I would like to point out that Roland was not the one to crash a car into basically a gas pump. So keep that in mind. And yes, he did fire a couple shots at her, but he wasn't the only one. There was 2 other shooters. And unfortunately, it has been assumed that it was his bullet that set off the explosion.
You act as if you weren't the player who consciously decided, I'm not going to shoot at the enemies, I'm going to shoot at this gas here. You made the conscious decision to do that. Don't act like you're not at blame.
My character, however, was just shooting at an enemy.
Okay, so he has bad aim, you're telling me.
Sometimes. I mean, you tried shooting with a broken femur.
Oh wow! It was quite awesome. We had fireworks in the whole deal, and only one character made it completely out of there without a scratch. In that was Miss Yogi. Yes. Yes.
I don't think Mel took a scratch at all either.
Actually,
okay,
right,
two characters.
Yeah, Mel didn't take a scratch. She actually avoided the blast entirely. She didn't even have to roll to avoid it. So
she was watching nicely from a distance, watching us, watching the destruction unfold.
She was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Who are these people, and why did they blow up this entire fucking place?
Because that's what they do.
Style over substance is literally the first rule. Just saying. I mean, you blew up yourself as well. Style, baby.
If you didn't get a speed heal, Roland might have bit it that day.
2
Yeah, 2 speed heals.
One per session. So, but
yeah,
yes,
that bit took the course of 2 sessions. Yeah, if it weren't for those, Roland definitely, well, not definitely, but likely could have died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely
Yogi is lucky enough to be speedy enough to get away. Otherwise, you would have taken out the med tech at the same time.
That's the one person we can't. That's the one person that can't go down. Got to keep your healers up, people.
Absolutely, especially in Cyberpunk. You need somebody to cover your ass for sure. All right, so now that we shared some of the dark side of Roland, we can move into tonight's session. So, delirium. This introduction, maybe some of you guys can relate to this, maybe not. I'm sure at least one person in this group can, based on the destruction and carnage that they usually create. But here we go. Regret plagues your memory, your nightmares. All those shoulda, woulda, couldas piling on thick. Flatlines forcing you awake at 2:30 a.m. Flatline. What a conveniently shitty word for murder. You prop yourself up in bed, open your mouth to scream, but nothing comes out. You throw your blankets off, trip over your roommate's laundry, and head for the bathroom. You shake one battle after another, hoping to find something, or shake one bottle after another, hoping to find something cheap ass. Dwarfs maybe. To chill the fuck out. Success. Wait a minute. Aspirin. Crap. Well, only one thing left to do. Find a way to burn off your guilt. There's that new hotspot all those suburban twits keep talking about. Delirium. Perfect. So with that, you guys are taking an evening off and heading out to Delirium. We'll take this right from you driving the group there, Curly. As you guys get down to this area of town, you do notice that it's a pretty desolate area, but the area around this nightclub is a little bit more built up. Not fancy by any means, but busy. There's quite a few vehicles. There is a parking garage right next to it. A lot of people kind of milling around out in front of this place. The building itself looks like just an old warehouse, old dive, basically. Nothing special. But there is one big neon sign out front that keeps flashing across. It says Delirium. Explore your fantasy.
That's a dangerous thing, especially in this city.
So as you guys get to the club, get through the death destruction. As you get to the inside of the club, so you get through security. It takes a little while. You guys are probably in line for a good 20-30 minutes. You get inside this club, and the building itself it's no better on the inside than it is the outside. It kind of has a 20th century feel to it. You got the blue lights. You have yellow, white stripes on the walls. It's got a good vibe to it, but it's definitely not like a high end place. And a young woman. What?
Is it kind of like? It's not like a dive bar level shitty,
no.
but a little better.
It's definitely, I would say, a low end nightclub. Really, it's not fancy at all. There are a lot of people. Obviously, it's in VR goggles that are doing their thing. As you walk through the door, one of the basically the hostess at the front end tells you that someone will be around to get with you shortly. If you want to go ahead and go up to the bar, get a drink, relax, and we'll get you situated. Tonight's specials, she says, are horror punk, dark cabaret, synth punk, skate punk, and death punk. And from there, I'm going to leave you guys. At this point, you can move around, do whatever you want to do. Go up to the bar, get something to drink. Try to flag somebody down so you can get a VR set.
Mel's gonna head up to the counter and get a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like get drinks first, then the headset.
Yeah, I think Roland's gonna do the same. Just because you can't go into one of these sober.
So as you get up to the bar, there are two bartenders there. One is this. She's short and dainty. She's wearing a really tight, sequined, not a gown, but like a short dress, miniskirt sort of thing. And you notice that her skin is completely replaced. She is solid silver. And she comes up to you at the bar. What can I get for you? Yeah, I don't have a sultry voice, sorry.
Come on, you can try. Carly just look at her and go, surprise me.
Okay. And she looks over at you, Mel. How about you?
Whiskey on ice.
Nice. And she looks at you, Yogi. Are you old enough to drink?
Yogi kind of gives her a look and is like, "What? You want my ID?"
No. Look, I don't care. What do you want?
A mojito, please.
Mojito. Okay. And she looks at you, Roland. Kind of squints at you a little bit. Do I know you?
That depends.
I
he kind of looked back
do.
at her.
Is he wearing his shirt, the band
He's not.
shirt right now?
No,
Like,
no, he's
like,
not.
oh, do you? Puffs chest out.
I think you're jealous. I'm sorry to think you're jealous. No, he's actually just wearing a black shirt, black t-shirt with kind of a flannel tossed on pair of jeans.
You're that guy. You're the drummer. You're the drummer for the Haywood Highwaymen, aren't you? I know you are. Don't try and lie to me.
Yeah. You want an
Yeah.
autograph?
Sure. She kind of pushes a napkin over to you. She's like, "Is she?" You notice she's kind of looking around. And she kind of puts her voice, whispers a little bit. Obviously, it has to be kind of loud. Is the Nightingale with you?
No, she's taking the night off.
Oh. All right. Well, what can I get you?
And as he's kind of applying his talking to her, he does sign it, and he slides the napkin back over it. He's like, let me get the, you know how to make a Johnny Silverhand?
I do.
Yeah, let me get one of those.
Mine is a lot better than Claire's.
Shots fired.
I wouldn't.
Let's see about that.
He kind of looks. He kind of gives her a side eye. He's like, I wouldn't let her hear you say that.
Come on, you can't just give me that one. I mean, just for you, your drink's free tonight because you're Roland Glasgow.
How about this? How about you make the drink?
And I make the best Johnny Silverhands. Come on,
you know
I
what?
want to hear you say it.
Fine, you make the best Johnny Silverhands.
All right. Are these people with you?
Yeah, they are actually.
All right. Hey, real quick, what is she like? And she kind of points at Mel.
And Roland kind of looks over at her. What do you mean?
What kind of drink does she like?
Oh,
Or no,
her.
wait, who was it? It wasn't her.
It's Curly.
Yeah, it was. It was Curly. Never mind. He's just he's getting a whiskey sour. That's all there is to it.
My man doesn't even get to pick his drink. It's just, this is what you get. Shut your pickle.
I mean, he said to surprise him.
Yeah.
She could give you a glass of water. You'd be surprised.
I mean, yeah, he would be surprised.
Surprise, asshole.
You do notice the other bartender there is dressed not way dissimilar from this lady. Only she has long it's long dark hair, but you can tell that it's implants, so it almost looks like it has a shimmery quality to it, and there's traces of different colors that kind of go through her hair. And her skin is this pasty white. She has solid black fingernails, red lips. Her eyes look a little sunken. She kind of looks like she hasn't slept in weeks. Yeah, cybergoth for sure. She does have some, has some of the accoutrements as she kind of turns towards you. I mean, the outfit that she's wearing is it looks like a heavy overcoat, but it's really not. It's like panels that hang, some chain underneath there, some buckles.
It's totally a cybergoth.
Well polished, so it you would easily mistake it for being silver, but you know it's probably just steel, and maybe even the cheap shit at that. She does not come over by you guys at all. She seems very particular about who she's serving drinks to. People come up and
Does she turn them away?
Nope, she doesn't turn anybody away, but she seems to only serve drinks to people that she knows. And there are several other people here that definitely bear a resemblance to her, kind of the whole cybergoth thing.
She has a type.
After a few minutes, your bartender comes back, puts your drink down in front of you, serves you first, Roland. Little napkin, puts your drink down there. She picks up an olive, and she has like a little plastic sword thing in her mouth. She picks up an olive and shoves it on the plastic sword and drops it in your drink. There you are, sweetie.
Appreciate it. He takes a sip of the drink, picks up the olive and eats it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is this Silverhand? Is it better than Claire's?
It's good. It's good. Tell you what, we'll do it this way. We'll do it completely random. Well, sort of. Odd or even.
Even Steven.
You turn this session into a drink mixing competition between this lady and Claire.
All right. So it's odd. So I'm going to say, yeah, it actually, in your current state, you think maybe this might be better than Claire's.
So as he eats all, he takes a drink, and he's like, he does have a noticeable surprised look on his face. Like, huh, okay.
She just looks at you for a minute, and she's like, "See, I told you."
Yeah, you weren't exaggerating in your skills. Fair enough.
So as she kind of leans against the counter for a second and starts to ask you a question, but then realizes that she has 3 other drinks to serve, so she continues on to. She gives.
She does her damn job.
Yogi, she gives you your drink, kind of sets it down there. She's like, "Here you go." Mel, she kind of pushes your drink out to the edge of the bar there. It's like, "There you are."
Mel nods with a thanks.
You're welcome. They're on the house, by the way. And then she sets your drink down in front of you. And she sets your drink, Curly, she sets your drink down in front of you and pulls her hand away really quickly.
Yeah, he's dirty. Does he look dirty?
I mean, he's a man who keeps himself clean.
Does he look like a fucking?
I mean, you're not going to a club looking grody as shit, you know.
True.
So she looks at you for a second. She's like, "Try that. Tell me what you think."
I assume like the amount of effort she like put into like Roland, and then the rest the rest is like night and fucking day.
Yep.
So like he's just like looks at her, looks at the drink, and just takes a sip.
Okay. It's definitely a whiskey sour. I wouldn't say it's good or bad, but all right. So with that, you guys have your drinks in hand. As you take a look around this place, mostly it's people wearing the VR goggles. You can still interact with each other because the VR environment kind of takes in the existing environment and then gives you some effect in music, things like that.
Yeah, so it's like a augmented reality rather than
Yep.
virtual reality.
Right. And you do see there's a lady coming around with headsets on a tray. And she stops and talks to a couple of people, and they folk up with some eddies, and they get a headset, and put their headset on, go about their business, doing their thing. And as she makes her way around, she comes to you, Yogi. Kind of gives you a little wink. Well, what would you like?
Yogi kind of looks around at the others and says, I'll take Dark Cabaret. That sounds interesting.
Dark Cabaret it is. So she hands you the headset. She said, "First one's on the house. If you want more, just let me know, and I will get you set up."
Yogi kind of just gives her a finger gun. It's like, all right, thank you.
Okay. So are you gonna put that on right away, or?
She's gonna wait until the others have theirs.
And she notices you, Roland, next. And comes sauntering her way over to you and hands you a headset.
All right. Well, he is going to. So, what are my options again?
Well, you could tell her that you want horror punk, dark cabaret, synth punk, skate punk, or death punk.
Okay.
Oh, punk.
We'll do Dark Cabaret.
Dark cabaret. Okay.
Yeah.
She just kind of winks at you. She's like, "I knew it." And Mel, you're next. She kind of goes over to you. What can I do for you?
Skate punk.
Skate punk it is. She grabs one of the headsets and hands that to you. First one's free. Anything after that you have to pay for.
She'll just give her a nod.
And then she moves over to you, Curly. She actually gets pretty close to you. Like uncomfortably close to you. What can I do for you? I can do a lot.
Again, he's always wearing his shades, so sometimes it's hard to gauge his reaction on things.
Mm-hmm.
But he just goes.
She reaches up with like an 1.5-inch nail and just kind of scrapes it under your chin really casually.
He just goes, "Feeling a little spicy today. Hit me up with the horror punk."
Horror punk. Okay. Here you are. Like I said, first one's free. Anything after that will cost you. And for a little extra, who knows? And she saunters away. All right, now you all have your headsets.
Oh boy.
I like
For a
to
little
imagine that this woman might be a cougar.
Like she's older.
Well, you do notice that she has a tail.
Oh.
She might
I
be an
mean-
actual cougar.
She might be an actual cougar, yeah.
She went and got herself the exotics.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, now what? You gonna try these things on? You gonna sit here and drink all night and hold on to it? What are you gonna do?
So Roland, he pretty much shotguns his silverhand, and he slips the goggles on and initiates the program.
As soon as you slip the goggles on, you notice that they kind of lock in place, so they firm their grip on your head.
Okay.
And they're designed that way so they don't fall off in case you want to dance or anything like that.
Yeah.
And for a brief second after you put the goggles on, it takes like a millisecond for them to acclimate to you.
Mm-hmm.
So for a moment, you get kind of this blurry smear of colors. The lighting in this place is an antique style lighting. You see all of the waitresses, the people behind the bar, they're all wearing bodices, fishnet stockings, velvet jackets. Some of the other people are wearing like black and white striped pants, theater style makeup. There's vintage photographs and paintings all over the walls. And you hear this like dark orchestra music, like Phantom of the Opera style.
But a little bit jazzier.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Roland's kind of taking in the ambiance of this whole thing. He kind of looks around. He looks for a set of drums.
Yeah, there's no instruments, sorry.
No instruments, no. So it's just coming into the program. So I mean, he just starts while he looks down at himself. What is he wearing?
Not here, there's no instruments. I mean,
Okay.
there's other levels to this building if you wanted to go check that out.
Okay. So, but before he moves off, what is he wearing?
You,
Kind of
sir,
looks at himself.
have okay, imagine Beetlejuice from the movie Beetlejuice.
Oh boy.
That's you got black shoes on and this white and black striped suit with like a white bow tie with a little I don't even know what it's called, but it's got just a little gem right there holding the bow tie.
Oh, a bolo tie.
A bolo tie. There you go. Yeah. You notice your hands and everything. They have this like that white of the like the bartender. The way she looked, that white. That's what your hands look like.
No, he's kind of looking down at his hands, like, okay, well, let's go dance. So he walks off to potentially go find himself a dance partner.
Do you do that thing like Beetlejuice does? You know, the pelvic thrust dance.
No.
No. Oh.
No, I bet it's totally in. It comes back in the future. You know, it's in Cyberpunk. It's back
I
in.
mean, side note, they are making a Beetlejuice too. So.
Shit, really? Goddamn.
The unfortunate part is that they can't do the red light special thing now. So welcome Kmart shoppers. Anyway. So Yogi, you are next. You got the dark cabaret goggles as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So she's right now in reality. She's wearing a long sleeve black mock turtle top, and kind of baggy green cargo pants with chunky black boots. She's got her hair up in space buns, which is their usual attire. It's pretty 90s influenced kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And when she puts on these goggles, the attire changes to a black and maroon kind of flapper style dress. And, she's got kind of the same get up as the people around. I mean, it's 1920s to 1940s, considered cabaret times. So yeah, she's wearing that, and kind of looks around. Obviously sees everybody else, of course. She's like, this seems like a simpler time. And she just continues to sit and sips at her drink.
The one distinct thing you notice, one distinct thing, the woman that gave you the goggles, as everything kind of clicks into place, the changes come into your appearance and everything around you, you notice she looks way more like a cat, like almost with whiskers and the whole thing.
Kind of just notices this person and is kind of like, okay, that's different, but okay.
Mel, you picked skate punk, right? Okay. Slipping them babies on?
Yep.
All right. So same thing for you. You slip them on, and for a moment, you just get this blur of colors. Very brief moment, you get this blur of colors. And as that clears away, all the lighting in here is different tones of fluorescent. There's greens and blues. It's, like a weird looking cream color. Everyone in here is dressed in t-shirts and hoodies and wearing jeans. See a lot of people with shaved heads, including Roland. And Roland has these weird piercings. He has this piercing in his eyebrow that goes to his ear and then over to his nose.
The fuck?
Yeah, little chains.
I'm not set up for this.
You see, you take a look at, you're just kind of looking around, and you notice that Curly is wearing like a rainbow colored beanie.
Yo.
Rainbow colored beanie? I could get behind that.
The walls themselves are covered in street art, just different, all kinds of different street art. Most of it has a darker tone to it, but you do notice that on one wall, there's a really weird looking depiction of what looks like a very tall man in a hood. And at his feet, you don't really see his feet. It's like they're smaller people almost. He's the bigger one in the back, and you have these other people. And they're all hooded people, but you notice that all of them have red eyes and these big, sharp, pointy looking teeth. And that's like a mural that's on the wall, along with skulls, other graffiti. And the music in the background is all acoustic guitar. Like somebody's just sitting somewhere playing. And the music is actually acoustic versions of some of the popular songs from, I'd say, the early 2020s. A lot of samurai stuff like that.
She's gonna kind of look around and be like, "No wonder my kid sister likes this shit."
It's good stuff, man. Samurai was the shit back in the day.
Of course, when she sees the nose ring and earring on Roland, she's like, "I swear to God, if that kid ever shows up with something like that at my place, I'm gonna fucking kill her." But when she sees the figure, that's when she kind of raises brows, like, "The fuck? That don't fucking match the rest of this."
Okay. What are you gonna do anything, or?
She's actually gonna get up and kind of go towards the mural to look at it.
Okay. So, you all notice Mel just kind of walks off towards this wall. On the wall that she's looking at for Roland and Yogi, there is some interesting kind of dark looking art over there. One of the pictures, and a lot of it's more like Gothic style art from like movies and things like that. And there's probably 3 or 4 pictures in this immediate area. All 3 of them have the same basic theme. One in the middle is this baldish looking guy with really long fingernails. Just a weird looking face, like his face is completely deformed. Smooth skin, very white. And the other ones are, one to the right of that is a female. Again, goth looking female, but like pristine style beauty, like perfect lines, high cheekbones, just what you would think of when you imagine someone who's just particularly charismatic and beautiful. And the male on the other side is the same thing. Oddly enough, the male on the other side has hair kind of like Curly's, only a lot longer and a lot more curly. And the same thing, the high cheekbones, very, very pretty. Curly. Y'all set to put your glasses on?
Yep, he's putting them on.
All right. So you put your glasses, same thing. You get that blur of colors. And your blur of colors fades to this dark black. And then everything starts to like gain in lighting as the scene begins to open up to you and what you see. The room appears to be filled with this very dim candlelight. So everything you're looking at seems to have a little bit of a flicker to it, like there's a candle, like there's candles burning. A little bit of a flicker to it. The people in front of you, like Roland, has this spiky black hair, and Roland's hair is like 2 feet tall spikes coming off the top of his head.
Are we talking like Liberty spikes or like?
No, like a peacock thing running right straight back.
Oh, like a death hawk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
It's so The Cure
Yes.
is normal
Yes.
hair, but it's a mohawk.
Standing straight up.
Yep.
Interesting.
He definitely looks like he may have issues trying to go out the door. The lady behind the counter, not the one that served your drinks, the other one. Yeah, you kind of glance. You almost have to take a double take because she literally looks like the Grim Reaper. Just missing the scythe. Complete dark black robes. Just kind of creepy looking. A lot of heavy makeup, lace. You do see some of the women and men walking around in like the skin tight leather vinyl looking clothing.
Hopefully it's fucking real leather, not that faux leather.
They actually squeak a little bit. You think?
It's fake. It's leather.
They gotta fight. They gotta pay baby powder themselves. Like,
it's AR. They
like
couldn't
a
even put
stiff.
real leather.
And-
Like not even like virtual real leather.
As you're looking at Mel appears to be dressed. Yeah, latex. Mel appears to be dressed in like all satin. Still the same clothes that she was wearing, only they're all this heavier looking satin material. In the background you hear faint sound of drums, some smooth guitar playing. It's like it's very low, and the drums just provide a bass note. So kind of a rhythmic beat. The guitar has kind of a drowning sort of feel to it, as you know, if the person was playing it. And oddly enough, you hear violins, like several violins playing at the same time. And as you're looking around, you don't see anybody actually sobbing, but you can hear this sound of like people sobbing all around you, like this faint sound.
Now tell me the important piece. When Curly looks at himself, what does he see? What is Curly now wearing?
You know, that's your choice. I can tell you, or you can tell us.
Hit me.
All right. So, Curly, you have on it's relatively the same material looking. It's like that satiny looking stuff that Mel has on. Only yours has a little bit more sparkle to it. And as you look down, it's got yellow and black patterns. And you're wearing a coat that has the big lapels on it, and they're gold. And your coat is a greenish color. And you notice you're wearing these weird looking pants that flare out, and not just like a flare, but like these are the king of bell bottoms that you got on.
So Curly just looking around. He actually just kind of grins a bit and goes, "This is hilarious."
The fabric name you're looking for is velour.
Valor.
Yes. Fake satin. Polyester garbage.
Awesome. You feel as though yours is real though, Curly. You really you feel like yours is real.
Yeah, he's got the best quality one. Yeah, so he's just finding everything looking like, in his opinion, just absolutely ridiculous, and it's just funny to him. And he's just gonna walk off to find the others where they've wandered.
As you're walking over, you see the other three. Mel like walked to this wall, and she is standing in front of this wall, just kind of looking at this wall. And you notice, I think it's Roland who's also over there, kind of. He's behind her, but he's kind of checking out the wall as well. And as you're looking, you see a large mural across this wall. And the mural looks like what you'd expect of an ancient graveyard. You see a moon in the background. And weird lighting kind of makes things have this shimmer, almost like the clouds are moving in this mural. And there's a crypt there. And several gravestones. The oddity about the gravestones is they're not like normal, what you'd expect of gravestones. They're all crosses, and they're all in different weird shapes for a cross. All right.
Yep.
You guys gonna stand there and stare at the wall all night, or?
Curly's just gonna cut besides Roland, and like Roland just see Curly's kind of looking right above like Roland's head. He's like, "Man, you look ridiculous right now."
What do you mean? And he's like, I'm not the one with the fucking rainbow beanie.
Mellow kind
You
of pipe
didn't
up.
know that.
Mel will kind of pipe up and go, "Yeah, but in mine you've got a nose ring with a chain connected to your ears, so yeah."
And mine, your hair's sticking up like 2 feet in the air.
What the? Keep in mind, his hair is just pulled back into like a loose ponytail. Okay, well, as long as you guys are having fun, I guess. Shit.
My
Let's-
kid's sister definitely would.
Yeah, well, so I'll do punk. So he turns back to look at the wall. Has it changed at all, or is it still as, for whatever reason, mesmerizing as all hell?
But it is for all four of you. This one particular wall is very mesmerizing.
Mel will kind of tilt her head and is like, "Y'all notice anything odd about this wall compared to everything else?"
With that, Yogi makes her way over to the group and catches the tail end of that, and she says, "Yeah, it's all vampires. Nosferatu, some vampire chick, some other vampire dude that looks like he walked straight off of, Interview with a Vampire."
Got a little glitter to him too.
Oh,
Oh, no.
God.
No,
Never
God,
mind.
no.
That's no.
Let's not
Real
let's not put
vampires.
let's not
Real
put
vampires.
glitter.
Vampires do not
Interview with
fucking
the Vampire.
sparkle.
Let's not put glitter in Interview with the Vampire in the same sentence. Okay, that's
No.
a disgrace to Interview with the Vampire.
See, even everybody agrees with us.
Wow, I got some hate out of that one.
Those vampires do not exist. They're not real.
Listen, in the world of Cyberpunk, they could make it.
Matt?
They can make it.
Shut up.
I'm pretty sure they have too.
Oh, you know they have.
Wait,
You could make it possible through your cybernetics.
Yep.
Anyway.
Some tech hair.
Just some
Yeah,
some
Shadow.
skin.
Everyone
Lost
forgets the one from the Lost Boys. I love the Lost Boys. I actually have it on VHS, but even I forgot that there is, unfortunately, a sparkly vampire who exploded into fucking red glitter. I think it's red glitter when he dies. It happened.
Still blood involved. Granted, it's not great blood effects, but there's still blood.
I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
It was entertaining. It was
The
entertaining.
only vampire that I remember worth a damn, because he's the only one worth a damn, was Keith Sutherland's vampire, and I can't remember his name.
David.
There we go. So
Agates, Michael. Agates.
that shit still skews me out. Ugh. Anyway, unfortunately, yes, you can make a fucking sparkly vampire, and
Yeah,
They're
just
not
get,
welcome here,
That's
though.
the problem
Just
around
get
here.
some
All the
chem skin.
goddamn vampires.
just get some special chem skin that just like makes you sparkle when you're in sunlight. Easy.
you know what,
They
Matt?
are in California.
Matt,
There are all the damn vampires in California.
Anyway, yeah, but Roland's also looking at this apparently vampirically muraled wall, and he's appreciating that one of the female vampires has a pretty nice rack.
Mel just kind of shakes her head and she's like, "So why the one wall? Out of everything else, why the one wall?"
I don't know, an accent wall? I don't fucking know.
Okay, dude, I'm doing. She's like, everything in this for me is bright fluorescent colors. Mind you, it's giving me a fucking headache, but bright fluorescence. And then you have this one wall that looks like some emo punk painted it. Like self-absorbed emo punk in mine, apparently, because it's one really tall dude with a bunch of little teeny tiny people at the bottom.
I'm just looking at a crypt over here.
It don't make sense.
Yogi kind of shrugs and says, "I don't know. It matches the theme, like old Hollywood, dark
Curly,
fantasy." Yeah.
for a moment as everybody's talking, and you say, "I'm just looking at a crypt over here," and for just a second, you think that you see the ground moving under one of these tombstones. It's like you catch it out of the corner of your eye, like the ground is moving.
He's actually gonna like hone in on that. It's like, hold on, something's happening.
Care to
Does-
elaborate?
He's like got his finger up. He's like waiting for what's about to happen. Does he see like the arm break out from the dirt or something?
No, everything's nice and still.
It's like, I thought I saw the dirt wrestling under a grave. Totally thought you're gonna get the zombie arm breaking out. Turns out it was nothing. I don't think I'll come here again. That was boring.
Roland, you feel like that female vampire in the picture is looking at you.
And as he's staring back at her, he kind of leans back a little bit and kind of squints his eyes. Yeah, let's go see some other shit.
Okay.
He watched too many scary movies as a kid. He don't fuck with that.
Mel just kind of laughs and shakes her head. It's like,
You,
whatever.
you stay in the other world, lady. I'll stay in the real world.
Mel's kind of side eyes rolling if he said that out loud.
He might have mumbled it.
So Mel, those little people that you see there, yeah, it is this weird thing, like somebody really kind of off it like sketched this whole thing out, but those little people seem awfully inviting, almost like they're welcoming you. You kind of, it's almost like corner of your eye kind of thing, but it's like they're waving to you.
Mel kind of does a step back. It's like, okay, it's fucking weird. No. Weird shit. Don't like it.
Okay. So where are you guys going from there?
Mel's gonna go back to the bar and grab her drink and proceed to down about half of it.
All right. By the way, Roland, one of the ladies dressed in the tight, leathery looking outfit, and she's like completely, when she walks up to you, it's like head to toe. Her entire head is covered by this outfit. She has this mask over her entire head. Whole body, gloves, so you see no skin at all. It's like all solid.
Something out of fucking Hellraiser.
Solid latex. And she walks up to you. And oddly enough, the voice does not sound muffled at all. But she looks at you for a minute, and she looks at the wall, and she's like, "Yeah, that takes some getting used to, doesn't it?"
Yeah, no shit. Again, I've had my share of BDs, but I don't know, it's off-putting. I don't like when paintings move. Too many horror movies.
Would you like another drink?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Break out the gimp.
She shows you this tray that she has, and she says, I have some champagne here, a vodka tonic, or would you like something else?
Let's go with another Johnny Silverhand. How about that?
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. She takes off.
Fucking Christ.
Right, Mel, you get up and down half of your drink at the bar, and you down half of that drink at the bar, and the other bartender comes up by you and kind of drums her fingernails on the bar.
Mel would kind of look towards her. Yes.
Can I get you something?
She kind of holds up the other half of her drink. She's like, I'm okay right now.
I could top that one off for you.
Actually, Yeah, that sounds good. She'll hand her the glass.
Okay. She takes your glass and goes to top that one off for you. Brings that back. There you are.
Thank you.
That'll be 2 eddies.
She'll pass over the eddies.
Okay. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Is that wall over there normal for the? She's like, yeah, that's weird.
What do you see?
Really tall figure, a lot of little people. Very dark.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like a family?
No,
Really?
looks like. She's like, really best way I would describe it is like leader and peons.
Or a family with a matriarch?
I guess.
Not everything has to be horrible, you know.
Debatable.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do.
You should go check out upstairs.
What's up there?
Other entertainment.
She kind of grabs her drink and she seems a little suspicious of it, but she'll make her way over to Roland and goes, I'm gonna go upstairs, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, be safe. I mean, just careful who you talk to. Get some weirdos.
Yeah. The bartender over there is the one that suggested I go upstairs. I don't know. Something's weird.
So you do notice some other folks in the crowd. Occasionally you see what looks like some kids, basically. They don't stay down here very long. They go upstairs, but they come down infrequently and just kind of poke around, use the restroom or whatever. You see a rather tall gentleman, like very tall, like 7 feet tall.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, he's you just can't help but think that he's on stilts or something, because he has really long, spindly legs. And he's dressed in all red. In all of your VRs, all red.
So Roland's just looking. He's just. So what are you supposed to be? The entertainment?
He just walks away from you.
Right.
Mel kind of just watches him walk away since she hasn't quite walked away yet.
Curly, you notice one woman who's sitting at the bar, way at the end of the bar, pretty much by herself. The goth-looking bartender does not go anywhere near that end of the bar. Only the lady that served you. And she seems to be, and this woman seems to be like hammering back drinks. Not like slamming the drinks, but she just sits there and just keeps drinking. She's a little older woman. Looks completely out of place here. And she has just this frown on her face as she watches people.
So he sees that and like he just kind of raises a brow. And I assume like he sees her wearing like a ridiculous outfit as well because of his goggles, right?
Yep. for you, she appears to be wearing like dressed like Elvira.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna take his drink and he's gonna walk on over to that side of the bar. He'll sit down next to her and go, you know, I've never seen anyone dressed so ridiculously look so unhappy.
I love Curly. Curly.
And like he's obviously wearing the goggles, so you know it's not looking to get what she's actually wearing. It's what he sees her as.
And who might you be?
Name's Curly. I drive places. Takes a sip of his whiskey. Pick up line, score -10. What are you talking about? It's original.
You notice she does not seem to be overly interested in you. She's just kind of looking around the bar and she's like, well, if you want to buy me a drink, buy me a drink.
Yeah, and he'll actually wave down the bartender.
Okay. In the she comes over to you with this like mock shit-eating grin. And what can I do for you? Whatever the lady's drinking?
I mean,
Pick up
he'll see
lines,
that
score
there are probably like several glasses, like empty glasses, next to her at this point.
No, the bartender's very, very good about keeping the bar clean. But
Okay.
you have seen her take away at least one and give her a fresh one. The one she has is like half full.
Okay. It's like, yeah, just give her another one on me.
You know that's probably not going to get you what you want, right?
You're assuming what I want here.
Pardon me. One whatever she's drinking coming up. And she says it exactly that way.
Yeah.
You want anything for yourself?
He kind of looks at the sour whiskey he's got. He's like, it's nearly done. He's like, just give me a beer.
Okay. So she goes off to get your drinks for you. And the lady's just kind of, she, you know, not like deliberately trying to ignore you, but obviously not all that interested in talking. So she sits there for a little bit and kind of sighs. So, do you come here often?
Shakes his head like, no, not at all. First time, came with some buds. They look hilarious. Tell me, this isn't exactly the type of bar someone goes to drown their sorrows in alcohol. So what are you doing here?
I'm just having a drink. Now I'm having another drink, thanks to you.
Yeah. And it's like, so, is that what you're doing here? Drowning your sorrows in alcohol, or you got another reason to be looking as you do?
Well, exactly how do I look?
Well, your hair's kind of spiked up all crazy, see? And for some reason you got some like chains all over you. I don't again, it looks hilarious, but it's really off-putting seeing like a big old like kind of like just big old frown on that face.
I'll smile nice for you. Does that help?
Nah, that just feels weird.
Look, I have my business. She takes a sip of her drink, and I'm sure you have yours.
He's kind of, it's like, well, yeah, fair enough. Enjoy the drink. And he just gets up and rejoins the others.
Okay. So, as you're basically, guys are free to roam around, take a look around the place. You can wear the DV or not. It's up to you.
Krill will take his off for the time being.
Okay.
Looking at people look ridiculous is amazing, but hearing the people crying and the music mixed in is harshing the vibes a little.
So you take your glasses off, Curly, and you notice immediately that this club definitely exudes like a 20th century vibe. 20th century industrial vibe, really. All the lights and furniture are literally riveted to the floors and walls. Black and yellow construction stripes line rusty pillars, so it's not necessarily like super well upkept. All the walls are brushed steel. So when you take the goggles off, and you've seen this coming in, but it wasn't as glaring to you until you take the goggles off. Now looking at it, it's like, whoa. Yeah, fluorescent lights hang from a tiled ceiling on chains, and that provides most of the light. The ceiling is probably about 20 feet high, and there is a large staircase going up to what looks like a second floor.
All right. He's gonna look at the bartender, who I assume is probably here because she has to fawn over Roland.
Why you say it like that?
Because she is. So you look at, he's like, so what's upstairs?
Maybe you should go up there and find out.
Maybe I should. And he gets up and starts going that way.
Okay. So Roland, I'm gonna come back to you. Mel, you're
Yes.
done. You're done with the wall, I assume, right?
Yeah, she started heading upstairs after telling Roland she was headed that way.
Okay. Yogi.
Yogi has taken her drink after stating the obvious that everybody on the mural looked like a vampire, and is now on the dance floor, dancing away.
Okay. Having some fun.
Yeah.
And Roland.
Yep.
So you're up at the bar as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he made his way back to the bar to get another drink.
So the bartender leans on the bar. Obviously, from your viewpoint with the glasses on, she leans on the bar, and the cleavage seems to be well pronounced from her.
Of course it is.
Lots of lace and frill. What can I do for you now?
I'm just here for that other drink.
Okay. And gets you another drink ready. Another Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah.
You remember where you got that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is his second one of the night.
Well, what are you what are you gonna do?
He's gonna take the glass. He's like, well, this one I'm assuming I'm gonna have to pay for, so let's. I guess we should open up a tab.
Depends on how you want to pay for it.
With Eddie's.
As opposed to with Tic Tacs and bubble gum.
with Eddie's.
That'll be 5 eddies.
And he flips her 5 Eddies. Then he takes his glass and he kind of.
As you're taking a glass, she kind of looks at you and says, for some reason, I just thought maybe you would be more fun, but apparently not.
It's been a long week. Let's put it that way. Maybe a couple more of these in me, and I'll loosen up.
Well, hurry up.
he does laugh at that, and he knocks back about half of the glass before he kind of wanders back into the brain dance.
Okay. All right, so you two heading upstairs. As you get to the top of the stairs, this second level, same exact size, wide open area with a big stage. This area up here, this is kind of where the kids are.
Like actual children?
Well, yeah, actually, there's a stage up here. There's some actors. Some of the kids are up here doing their thing. It looks like a lot of improv stuff. Different things going on in the room. There's all sorts of things going on around you. The improv on the stage has like several different scenes going on where people are just basically up there acting out whatever they're. It really reminds you of a like a. I would say like a Comic-Con style convention where you have all of these different live action games going on at the same time. So you have some people over here that are like rocking the whole vampire thing. You have some people over here that are doing they sound like they're imitating like Western style, Don't you worry, Missy, I'll fix their wagon type of thing.
Mel just kind of looks around and is like, this place just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
You gonna just take a look around the room?
Yep, for
right.
now.
Give me a perception check, please, both of you.
All right. A 21.
14.
So, Curly, you notice the lady from the bar comes up the stairs behind you, with her arm in arm with the puppeteer-looking guy, the 7-foot-tall dude. She seems to be rather enamored with him. They're talking back and forth as they come up the stairs.
So he's kind of looking at that. Now, you said it was the bartender, like the one that they were just talking to.
No, the one that you were talking to, the one that was at the bar that Curly was talking to.
The sad lady.
Yeah. Since you're not wearing your VR glasses anymore, you can tell she is definitely a corpo. She's an exec. Well dressed. Probably early 40s.
Okay. So he sees, so now seeing what she looks like, guessing what her job is, like, so that's why she looks like she had the soul sucked out of her.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
and he's just kind of watching them go, because it's like from his perspective, it's like she just did like a total 180, where, because like before she was like just like depressed and crestfallen, now she's like all about this guy right here. So he's just like kind of cocking his head to the side. It's like, huh.
Yep. Mel, what are you
Yeah.
doing up here?
She's just looking around because she's not even paying attention to what Curly's looking at.
Okay.
She's just kind of taking in the sights of everything.
No, I mean, outside of the improv piece, you do see there's a couple of younger people sitting at a table, maybe 5 feet away from you, and they kind of look up at you, and almost like they're trying to figure something out as they're looking at you.
Mel will kind of glance over their direction and raise a brow as she's actually at that point. She's gonna reach up and take her VR deal off because it's starting to give her a headache.
Okay. So they go from wearing like baggy grunge clothing with purple and yellow and green hair to slightly different colored hair in the same baggy grungy green clothing.
But Curly loses his rainbow beanie.
Yeah, Curly no longer has a
Damn.
rainbow beanie on. Not yet.
Tragic. It's okay, Baptized. We'll find another taco truck someday.
These guys get drunk enough, I'm sure they'll go and try and find tacos.
Oh, you know
yeah.
it.
you gonna they're just kind of watching you, and they're like, hey, you wanna sit?
And she was, I was like, "There reason you're watching me?"
Well, we just we watch people. We're people watchers. It's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of look like you're, I don't know, maybe you're like us, I don't know.
Like you how? And she'll take a seat since I offered.
Well, you don't appear to be engaging with anybody, so why are you here?
And she's like, some buddies of mine decided to drag me along.
Ah, so you're a people watcher too.
I guess you could say that in a slightly. Yeah, I guess you could phrase it that way.
Just a piece of advice. Stay away from the vampires.
I'm sorry, the what?
And this guy kind of hunches over a little bit and reaches inside his coat and pulls out this thing that literally looks like a hunk of wood. And he
Oh man, it's got a stake.
pulls it out far enough that you can tell that it's tapered as it goes. He's like, the vampires. Look out
Please
for the
tell
vampires.
me they look like the Frog Brothers.
Indeed they do.
Awesome.
Mel just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose. She's like, "Oh my god." She says that in German, mind you.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oh no.
No, Greg, were those real words he just said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
She's like, yes, I do. Oh. Why the hell would you have something like that?
Because nobody's told. You don't know?
Well, obviously not.
There's vampires. Seriously, there's vampires. And the other one kind of pulls out this book this what looks like a book, and he starts thumbing through it. And he's like, look right here, and he shows you these pictures. It's a comic book.
She kind of looks at it. She's like, "You do realize that is like
Episode 31. See that picture? I know you've seen it. You've seen it. The picture downstairs. The really weird one that's got the different things. It's got there's the master is on there. Here he is. See, and you look at this comic book, and he's pointing at an exact replica of the picture that you've seen on the wall.
Okay, at that point, she kind of raises a brow and she's like, "Okay, that's a little too coincidental." And she
See,
starts looking through, and can she see any of the others based off the description she heard from the others, like what they saw?
well, the one that he points to is the one that Yogi talked about. No, that's the one that you've seen. I'm sorry. The one that he points to is the one that you've seen. And as you're flipping through there, you do see some other representations. You know, probably about you kind of turn it back to the front, and you see this graveyard scene with a full moon in the black background. There's a nasty looking crypt off to the side, and a bunch of tombstones. All the tombstones are crosses, by the way. They look like old. Some of them are. They don't all stand up straight. They're kind of cockeyed here and there. And you see this hand, like fingers coming up out of the. It's drawn in a comic book, so it's just a picture. But you see this, like there's a hand coming up out of the ground.
She's like, "Okay, this is just getting fucking weirder and weirder." And she kind of sits there and shakes her head for a minute as though she's trying to process all of this. This crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Do
I really don't
do you
like
have
this.
supplies? Do you have what you need? You need. Hey, do you have some garlic? You need some garlic. Garlic and holy water.
She kind of looks at him and is like, "The fuck? No, and I don't want it."
He looks at his buddy and he's like, never mind. She's not like it. She don't know. She don't get it. You're just sheep, aren't you? You're just food for them.
And she's kind of looks at just like, "Y'all two have a nice day." She's gonna get up and kind of walk away.
Just remember what we told you. Don't tell anybody what we know.
She's just gonna wave at him. She's gonna walk over towards Curly, and she's like, "Okay, we got a bunch of fanatic idiots here."
Huh?
She kind of motions towards the two she was talking with. "Apparently, there's," and she does the air quotes, "vampires." And she's saying this where only he can hear. Like she's talking lower to him.
He kind of like peers like behind her. Look at those folks. Said they were like kids, like teenagers, or there's someone else?
Yeah, there's the two that were sitting at the table with her. They look younger, but probably like early 20s.
Okay. He's like, "Huh, vampires." It's like, you
Yeah.
know, with the goggles I had, some people did kind of look a little vampiric, you know? Like
It's
they'd
like-
be ready to stalk their castle halls. You know?
Yeah, but I mean that could just be the program in itself. I mean, but what I found weirder and just kind of made this whole thing weirder, she's like, they had a comic book, and coincidentally, which I don't like coincidences of shit like that, those scenes that everybody was describing were in that comic book, which is really weird.
Oh, well, maybe whoever programmed these things was a fan.
Maybe.
Coincidentally, I did find out that sad lady seems to really like tall men.
What sad lady?
the one I went to go talk to, she looked ridiculous, but also very sad. So I was kind of curious. She was, but she didn't want to talk. But turns out, 7 foot guy wearing all red, had her on his arm. She looked happy. So guess she
Mel,
has a type.
Mel, give me a perception check.
Okay. 18.
You don't see either one of these people that he's talking about.
She kind of looks around. She's like, who? Like, there's nobody here. Like,
And
I haven't seen any of them.
he kind of turns and is there like anywhere that they could have gone, like another like hallway or another floor up or a room or whatever?
There's a door up towards the stage, and there is a stairway that kind of goes over the other stairway.
Okay.
The stairway coming up, and then you go around. There's another stairway going up.
Okay. It's like, might gone up another floor or backstage or something. I'm telling you, I think the guy was a little too big. He's gonna destroy her, if you know what I mean.
And Mel literally just face palms.
Wow.
She's like, hold on.
Oh, Lord.
How tall was this guy exactly?
Like 7 foot.
Big.
He's a big guy. But maybe she needs that. Face on her suit looks like a corpo.
And as
Soul
soon as,
sucking job.
as soon as he says corpo, Mel's eye starts twitching.
All right, I'm gonna move back downstairs quick. I'll come back up to you guys. So, Yogi, you are dancing away. Still, do you still have your headset on?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
dancing away, doing your thing. What are you doing?
Yeah. She's actually on the last dregs of her drink.
Okay.
Finishes drinking it, takes the glass up to the bar, and then heads for the restroom.
Okay. The restrooms are kind of back over towards the back end of the bar. You get back there. It's no reason to be suspicious or anything. Everything looks on the up and up. Head into the restroom. There's like 6 stalls in there. There's another lady who's in there, kind of touching up her makeup and whatnot. Looks like she's putting some rouge on her face and whatnot.
All right. Yogi is going to wash her hands, take off the headset, kind of splash some water on her face, kind of cool down.
I guess this lady starts talking to you when you take off the headset. Like, so you don't like wearing those headsets either, do you?
Kind of looks up with like her hand still covering her face, and she's like, "Yeah, they can be fun, but only for a certain amount of time, and then they kind of mess with your head a bit too much."
I would enjoy them, but it's all this tech. It just messes with your body,
Yogi kind of blinks a couple times and actually takes a look at her at this point.
She kind of does one of these, you take a look at her, she's going to show you. I just like to dance. So this whole headset thing is unnatural.
That's fair, but you didn't have to come here, I guess. Seems like they're very on theme. Very on theme, if you get what I mean.
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I came here with my friend. But I lost him in the crowd somewhere. And come to think of it, I'm actually a little worried about him because I haven't seen him in a while.
I know there's a couple other floors. Have you checked upstairs?
Yeah, I don't know. A little uncomfortable upstairs. Seems creepy up there.
It's fair. I mean, is
It,
he capable
would
of
you
taking
go with
care of
me
things on his own?
if I go? Because I would like to go look. Would you go with me?
She kind of grabs a paper towel and starts kind of rubbing her face off, and she's like, yeah, let me just go check in with my friend at the bar, make sure he knows where I'm going."
She gives you a smile and offers you a hand. My name's Anna.
Yogi kind of looks down at her hands that she had just washed
Hmm.
and kind of gingerly extends her own hand to give this woman a very quick handshake. Yogi.
Okay, I'm right behind you. Or you could be right behind me. Or, however this works. I just need somebody to go with me. So let's go find your friend and maybe he can come with us too. More the merrier, right?
We'll see. He kind of likes to do his own thing.
Okay. So, Roland,
Hmm.
you were.
He was getting a drink.
And you
And
just.
he's gotten the drink. He's since headed back kind of into the,
Okay.
I guess, lounge area.
Another drink after the one you half downed? Or.
You know what? Yeah, we'll say he's on his third drink now.
Okay. The bartender looks pleased, by the way.
And he kind of tips his drink to her and heads back into. He's actually gonna go look for Mel. He's just kind of just walking around, just kind of, I guess, taking in sights and sounds.
Okay. You see Yogi coming from the back of the bar, basically coming from the restrooms, and she has another woman in tow. Kind of cute.
Roland kind of stops. He looks between Yogi and the girl, and looks back at Yogi and kind of raises an eyebrow, like to ask, "Is this your date?" And he's like, in his head, he doesn't say it out loud, but he's like, "How the fuck who meets people in the fucking bathroom?" It's like, how do you how do you start that conversation?
Clearly, you have never been in a woman's bathroom.
No. Well, I've been in there to clean one.
Fair enough.
But no, well, I mean, guys, we do talk when we're on the shitter. I ain't gonna lie, we do.
You talk to people on the shitter? What?
Sometimes depends on the context.
Wow, kids these days, I tell you. Anyway,
Well, Matt, you are muted, but I'm sure you had something brilliant to say.
Yeah, it was really super funny, but unfortunately, no one's ever gonna hear it. I'm sorry, guys.
all right. I see how you are. So
Go ahead, repeat yourself.
Nah, it wouldn't work a second time, man.
So Yogi, you see Roland out on the dance floor. He's kind of holding his drink up a little bit defensively, I would say, and looks like he's trying to work his way through.
He's trying to protect the drink. Yeah, he is actually.
See, I know what's important to you.
Yeah. Yogi kind of waves him down and says, "Hey, so this is Anna. She's looking for her friend. She said she's worried about him, so I was gonna head upstairs and see if I could help her out."
What are you helping her out for? Or what are you helping her out with, I should say?
Well, she doesn't want to go up there alone. Understandable.
Yeah.
Her buddy kind of just like abandoned her, so that ain't cool.
Fair enough.
When we're out and about, people should know where other people are. So.
Yeah, have you seen Curly and Mel?
I thought they told you they were going upstairs.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear him. All right, well, I guess let's head upstairs. Hopefully we'll find the other two.
All right.
And yeah, he's gonna go with them in the direction of these stairs.
All right, so the three of you head upstairs, back up to you guys in the Vampire Trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you do see Yogi and Roland coming up the stairs, with younger, definitely socialite. I mean, this woman is not the typical that you think you would expect to see here. She's, well dressed, kind of prim. Got a little bit of cyberware. You can tell that she probably has not done a hard day's labor in her life. Just Curly's type, probably.
Curly is a
where's
scumbag.
that assumption coming from?
He's a scumbag. He looks like a fucking
What do you mean
dirtbag.
he's a scumbag?
Okay, he's not a scumbag. He looks like a dirtbag. Like someone that sleeps in his car.
I mean, I think a lot of nomads sleep in their cars.
That's fair. Probably hasn't had a shower in a couple of days.
To be fair, the only women that he's talked to are older women.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, are you having a Freudian slip?
Okay, first of all, the one from earlier approached him. That and the second one, he was just curious why someone so ridiculous looks so sad. just pure curiosity there. And as the others come up the stairs and meet them, he kind of lifts a brow at the that random girl Anna, and looks at theirs like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
She's this random girl is definitely tagging along with Yogi and Roland. She's reasonably tall. She's a little shorter than Roland, definitely taller than Yogi. And she just kind of high heels and the whole deal, just kind of coming up behind these two with them. You notice she's looking around as they're coming up. She's just kind of looking around the room.
Mel kind of glances over, was like, looking for somebody?
Oh, yeah, my friend. I'm looking for my friend, Roman.
Can you tell us what he looks like? Maybe we can help. See if we've seen him up here.
Yeah, he's her eyes kind of catch on something. She's like, there he is. He's right. Thank you. And she kind of takes off over towards the far wall. You do see someone setting. I mean, definitely they're probably from the same neighborhood, and he is setting leaned up against the wall.
Mel kind of glances over that direction and goes, that was odd. You know, guys, I'm really not liking this place too much. Why did I let y'all drag me along here?
I don't know. Roland said the place was good.
Roland said.
Yeah.
Yogi nods, like, yeah.
Yeah, let's put this on Roland.
Roland said it was this up and coming club that he wanted to check out.
It's always his fault.
Look, the Rocker Boy would know about clubs.
It's
always
true.
His fault.
And he would want to know the new clubs to go play in.
Exactly.
Yeah, this club is a little beneath him.
Yep. Okay.
I 100 people follow me on SoundCloud. I am above you peons.
No, it's kind of like, so outside of weird murals on the wall, I've had a run-in with 2 weird vampire hunter type guys, Curly over here is talking about some 7 foot tall dude with a corpo, and she said corpo like very nastily. Wandering off, which how somebody couldn't find a 7 foot guy, I have no clue. But yeah, this place is just fucking weird.
I mean,
I
are you
don't know if it's
surprised?
weird or if it's just very on theme. Like they're really committed to the bit.
Apparently, the vampire.
Yeah, very committed to the bit.
It's very, very weird.
Hmm. 7 foot tall?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
That's
not,
what
he-
Curly
it's
said.
not
yeah,
unusual in Night
big
City,
guy.
but
Wears a bunch of red. Actually had that depressed corpo lady on his arm, and
was she 7 foot too as well?
nah, she's
So she was
a
holding his
little on
leg.
the short side, honestly. Frankly, he's gonna destroy her, you know. But maybe she needs it. She looked like she had a long day.
Well then,
Wow.
like, bro, Roland, he looks a little flabbergasted. Do you just because he doesn't really have much to say? He just takes another sip of his drink, kind of nods his head.
Mel kind of glances over and goes, "Rocker boy's left speechless." Interesting.
I'm not the singer. I'm the drummer.
He has
Curly
a
just
thought.
I
goes.
didn't call you a singer. I called you a rocker boy.
Curly just like I have that effect on people. Takes a sip of his beer.
So,
Oh, boy.
so as you guys are there, having your little interaction, you notice the two guys that with the comic books kind of get up from their table and take off headed for the stairs. And you kind of you see Anna heading over there to this person. She kind of goes over and she's like, "Roman, I told you we shouldn't be here. I told you we shouldn't be here. Come on." And she kind of taps him. And she kind of kneels down, kind of squats down. And she's looking at him. She's like, "Oh my God, he's dead. I told you, Roman, we shouldn't party in the slums. Security!" She starts yelling, "Security!" And we're going to leave it right there. Take a little short break. And then we'll find out what happens when we come back.
Yeah, well, it's not a real party until there's mysterious death.
True.
Maybe it's also murder mystery theme.
It has a little bit
True. They're very in character around here.
Mm-hmm.
of that. It has a little bit of that Clue effect to it. But Clue didn't have taco trucks. And with that note, we'll be back.
I'm sure we can find a taco truck.
We'll find one on the 3rd floor, surely.
All right,
Just
guys.
walk around the street for a little bit.
See you in about 10 minutes.
not this bankrupt rock and roll. Ships are passing in the time, riding high, my slides are shot. Metal burning beneath my skin, I'm chipping in, chipping in. Ships are buzzing in blood time, riding high, my slides are shot. Metal burning beneath my skin, I'm chipping in, chipping in. Got my back to the wall, chipping in. Come on, hear my call, chipping in. I'm the man of steel, chipping in. Fucking feel it, I'm real.
All right. We're going to come on back. Looks like our rocker boy is just about back.
All right. Let's get back to it.
Absolutely. So, Anna, cheer. Awesome. Thank you. So, Anna just started calling, just started screaming for security. Apparently, this guy that she's looking for is leaning up against the wall, dead. You notice other people are starting to scramble for the staircase now. And some it sounds like security's trying to push their way up. So, what are you guys going to do?
Curly's gonna stand off to the side, so security can get through, but also so he can just kind of like watch what's going on. He's usually like, I heard parties in this city were wild.
Okay, Roland.
Roland, he's kind of gonna. He's just gonna keep drinking his drink and see what happens.
Okay. And Yogi.
Sorry, I took a bite of cereal. Yogi is going to. She's going to sigh and say, God damn it. I know I shouldn't help because, if he's dead, then NCPD is going to have to come. She kind of looks around and. I mean, if he's dead, he's dead, right?
That's what she says.
That's what being dead usually means.
She's like, shut up, Curly.
It's like just answering a question.
Yogi.
Who knows? Maybe it's the vampire those kids were talking about.
Yogi says, well, I think if we want a day off, then we gotta go. Like, now.
Anna kind of looks over at you guys like, aren't you going to help me?
Curly looks at her, is like, aren't you going to help her?
Yogi says, his fault for not having trauma team.
It's like, harsh.
I'm off duty, man. I am like 2 drinks in.
She should not be trusted.
Exactly. I will take that. I should not be trusted at this moment.
So Anna's kind of slapping the side of this guy's face. She's like, Roman.
So Curly walks up.
Okay.
He's like, I just said he was dead. Why are you trying to wake him up?
I don't know.
Do you not know if he's dead?
Maybe. You want to check him?
He's just like,
No.
No,
I do not.
It's like, I don't. Fine, I'll. And he'll just go to check for a pulse.
Okay. So Curly moves up to help. And Mel, what are you doing?
She's just standing there with Roland watching.
Okay, so 3 of you are standing back watching. The 3 of you who are standing back watching, roll a perception check for me, please.
Alright.
18.
So watchful.
14.
16.
So, Yogi and Roland, you guys are kind of engrossed in what's going on, looking back and forth between the stairway and everybody trying to get down the stairway, and your buddy Curly is suddenly a doctor or something. He's moving up there. Gonna
He's a man of
investigate.
many talents.
Yeah.
He's a man of many talents, apparently. Okay.
He's Don Juan, man. Anywhere there's he's gonna
A damsel in distress. He's gonna flex that porn stash and get to work. Huh?
Go try his hand at it. Yeah. Mel, you notice that Anna kind of fades back a little bit. She glances over towards you guys and watches as Curly is moving up towards this guy, and then she kind of not like fast or anything, but she kind of takes off towards the stairs as well. Only she takes off towards the stairs up, not down.
It's like that. Do we want to go after her?
Yogi's gonna try and stop her.
Okay, Curly. You
Yep.
I mean, you're kind of you're checking his neck, right, for pulse and whatnot.
Yeah, going for the old pulse check.
Yeah,
Tried and true.
You tell you what. Roll me. Just give me a perception check. You don't have med tech or anything, so yeah.
Okay. Perception works. That's better than my first aid.
Okay.
18.
Oh, all right. Well, you definitely notice that there is no pulse. As you're kind of feeling around, you also notice that there are 2 puncture wounds in this guy's neck.
He got sucked.
He's just like, holy shit, I was joking when I said that. As he looks around, does he see those kids that were saying that they were vampire hunters or something like that?
No. They took off earlier, heading downstairs.
Oh, okay.
They kind of beat the crowd to the stairs.
Okay, so he's looking at the others. It's like
the body is still warm, but there's like these 2 puncture holes. There's like very little blood.
Yeah, he looks back at the others. He's like, yeah, no, this guy's dead. This is gonna sound weird.
The fuck? Wait, what just happened?
But
And Mel's gonna kind of pipe up and go, I swear to God, if you say there's puncture marks on his neck or a vampire bit him.
it's like, hear me out.
Are you about to say this guy got the big suck?
Oh my.
He did indeed get the big suck. I see 2 little puncture wounds right here. Man's got no pulse.
Mel's just gonna sigh at that point and be like, fucking shit.
So Yogi, as you are considering going after Anna, this conversation starts. So what are you doing at this point?
She's still gonna try and stop Anna.
Okay. All right. So when she notices you coming, she starts moving a little faster.
Yogi's gonna shout at her like, "What the fuck? You can't just leave him."
I don't know. And she takes off for these stairs.
You're the person that knows him. If NCPD shows up, you got him to be here.
She heads up the stairs.
Yogi's still running after her.
Okay.
Try and catch up to her.
She gets to the top of the stairs and there's like a retinal scan there. She scans it, opens the door, steps in this room and shuts the door behind her.
With that, Yogi kind of stops at the door and says, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. This is all an elaborate setup. Nothing's actually wrong. Probably some sort of synth body down there." She kind of rolls her eyes and heads back down the stairs rather slowly to the others. And once you get there, she's like, "Guys, let's just go. It's fucking theater kid central here. Let's just go.
Okay, I mean, I should.
Right there with you.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
let this shit ruin my night.
Apparently Anna works here or something because the retinal scan let her in through the locked door, so I assume it's an employees only. So it's gotta be. It's some sort of elaborate setup.
This whole place is fucking weird.
It is
What?
weird.
So you're saying this is a bit here?
Yeah.
So as
Okay,
you
cool.
as you guys are talking, you see the two kids, the guys with the comic books, come pushing their way back up the stairs. Apparently, they didn't make it down.
As they're doing that, Carlos just kind of wondering aloud to himself. It's like, now depending on the story, this person could rise up as another vampire, or maybe a zombie. It could be one of those two.
So these two with the bartender, the one with the gold skin, they come rushing by you guys.
And he sees like the bartender, someone who's like also working here, rushing by.
Mm-hmm.
I assume she probably looks a little panicked as well, like with the news.
She's got gold skin, man. It's kind of hard to tell.
Fair.
Not gold, silver. Sorry, silver skin.
Oh yeah. So he's just gonna watch, like, see what her reaction is to all this. Whether or not
the three of them are hurrying right by you guys. It looks like they're heading for the back of the room by the stage.
Okay, so they're not even going towards the body to check it out.
No, the two guys kind of look at the body like, oh shit, and they just keep going. You notice the one has got his hand in his jacket the whole time, like he's holding on to something.
All right, so he's gonna look at the others. It's like, well, if this is a show, then go see what's happening.
Mel kind of looks at him and is like, no, not really. I kind of think I'd prefer to get the fuck out of here.
The stairway is jam-packed. I mean, jam-packed. People, they're trying to push and shove and get down these stairs.
Maybe there's another way. Maybe they're going to like a fire escape or something.
They're moving it towards the back of the stage.
Interesting.
Yeah, Yogi kind of looks at the others and says, "Listen, we're not getting off of those stairs anytime soon. Maybe there's an elevator, another set of stairs. Let's go follow them. I mean, she is the bartender. Maybe she knows a different way to get out."
Yeah, let's go see what the show's about. Got vampire hunters.
From the bottom of the stairs, you hear a loud voice. Form a line, assholes! You went out of this club, good news! Got a free ride down to the precinct. That's right. You're all getting arrested for disorderly conduct.
Fuck. Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Rolling
yeah,
down his drink. He actually he's gonna take off the headset now.
Finally.
Yeah, he pulls the headset off. He's like, okay, time to get the fuck out of here. Let's find an option B. Let's see if we can jump out a window or something.
Agreed. Let's go.
Yep, right behind you.
Okay, so you take off after these three, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you just barely catch their attention as they're going behind the stage, and the two guys kind of look at each other, and they look at you, and they look at her, and they're like, "We gotta go." And she's, kind of the same thing, almost kind of like deer in the headlights for a second. And she's like, and then she sees Roland, and she's like, "Come on."
All right, yeah, fucking lead the way. Let's go.
you know another way out of here? Please say yes. Please.
Yeah, shh.
Why do we have to be quiet?
You'll see.
NCPD is still downstairs.
Shh. So they move behind the stage, clear off some carpeting that's there, and they pull this grate out of the floor. And there's a dark hole. Looks like a ladder or stair. It has a ladder going down, but you're just going down into blackness.
Goes like,
Suspect.
goes like, this is exciting. He just takes a sip of his beer.
Yogi just grumbles and says, "Okay, where does this lead?"
Oh, sorry. Leads out to the street. This building is like way old. This is an old coal chute.
Coal chute.
Yeah, you probably don't know what that is, do you? Anyway, we gotta hurry. We gotta go. Just go down the
looks at her
ladder.
and goes, "After one of you."
Well, the two guys are already on their way down the ladder.
Yeah, we're here. Okay, so yeah, we're Roland's like, all right, fuck it, shit.
Mel will follow him down.
Okay.
Yogi will too.
Yep. We're all going.
All right. As the last of you gets on the ladder, you hear the voices at the top of the stairs now. The police officers, and she kind of looks, and she looks down at you. Good luck, and she puts the cover back over it. You hear her
Wait,
straight.
how the hell do we get out of here?
You hear some banging down below you, and some arguing back and forth. He's like, "Be quiet! Don't bang until I gotta open the fucking door."
Roland continues, I guess, going down the stairs, and
You get down to the bottom of this thing, and you literally have to crawl out. There's a small hatched style door down there that these guys managed to get open, and you have to crawl out. You crawl out into this alleyway. Dark,
yeah, Roland kind of shimmies through. He's kind of pissed that his duds are 30, but he's like, fuck, at least I'm not arrested. He's looking up and down the alley.
Okay.
Mel's little tiny 5'3" ass kind of shimmies through pretty easy.
These guys are kind of looking around a little bit. You see the lights from the police, and you hear footsteps in the alley, like they're coming back this way. And these guys are like, "Come on!"
Fucking, all right. He looks over at Mel. It's like, it's kind of hard to see. Again, we need a fucking way out. And so what the alley itself is there like it's like a I guess two-way two-way alleyway, or is it like a dead end?
No, it looks like it's a two. There's exit at both ends of the alleyway, and there's some other alleys that are kind of leading off of it.
Gotcha.
Yogi kind of shimmies out of this hatch and just says, "Let's find a fire escape. If we can get to a roof, we can chill out there till NCPD leaves."
Mel kind of starts looking around. It's like, okay, I mean, I can see pretty decently in the dark, so.
And these two guys are like, no, just come with us. Come with us.
Nope, you're on your own. Bye.
Okay.
Now that we're out.
All right, so they take off down the alley. You still hear the boots coming towards you, and it sounds like dogs as well.
Lord, what is happening?
We better get moving quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep moving until we find a fire escape.
You see the light of flashlights kind of flashes. They're looking.
Like, those guys seem to know where they're going. We should probably follow.
So, really quickly, who all here had more than one drink?
Mel had like 1.5.
Okay, Mel.
Well, I had a couple drinks.
Same.
Okay, so if you, except for Mel, if you had more than one drink, you are now suffering a -1 to all of your actions. Yeah, you're a little bit. You're a little tipsy.
I drive better when I'm tipsy. Come on.
Mel,
Yes.
you actually have a euphoric feeling.
Okay.
It's just kind of setting in on you, like kind of melancholy, kind of, you know, nothing could possibly be wrong in the world.
She's fucking high. So we have a -1 to what?
Everything.
To everything? Okay. Just want to make sure. Fantastic.
Except for if you can come up with a good explanation for why you wouldn't have that -1, then
All I have to say
something
to
in
that
particular.
is, well, two things. Number one, rocker boy. Number two, resist torture and drugs.
You could try to resist torture and drugs before you make your actual roll, and if you make it, then you can resist.
Okay. Let me see.
Well,
Where is?
you're not doing anything right now. You don't have to roll anything right now.
Oh, I know. I'm just getting ready.
But
I'm
It's
prepping.
in body.
But so Mel, you're feeling these weird effects, this complete euphoria. It's like,
Okay.
you know, the world is a beautiful place, and that must have been just a show or something, because I mean, you know, nobody could possibly. Everything's good. The air smells sweet. To everybody else, it smells like garbage, but you know, which there's garbage everywhere. But. All right.
I'm not sure.
What are you guys gonna do? You gonna follow after those two, or
Maybe Curly starts going that direction.
okay?
Yogi kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Come on, let's go."
You travel about 2 blocks away from this building. Block 1. Give me an odd or even roll, Mel.
Even Steven.
Okay. So after about a block, you start. Basically, it's almost like you forget that there's anything wrong, and you feel a little tired. Like maybe it's time to sit down.
She's gonna kind of lean against the wall. Is like, why are we running? I'm tired. My head feels funny. I just want to go to sleep.
No time. I guess Roland is the one behind her, so he kind of looks a little confused. He's like, "We're trying to get home," but he does yawn.
Yogi kind of looks back at the two and says, "God damn it! This is why we should only drink at home."
So he's gonna look around as well to make sure they're doing all right, and they're not like being followed or snuck up on or something like that. So I'm gonna roll perception.
Go for it. At a -1.
I'm gonna roll my resist torture drugs first.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh no.
So you're at a -2 now
Okay.
for this roll.
Got drunker.
It's sad for a minute.
Yeah. So that is an 11.
Yeah, you. I mean, you're not noticing anything. You are tipsy. It's
Yeah.
you know, this is kind of and it's tipsy. It's not like under the effects of
full-blown
anything.
drunk.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, you're realizing that maybe I shouldn't have drank those so fast.
Yeah. It's a Cyberpunk after all. Yeah. Sorry, I'm adjusting. So,
Anybody else?
Yogi's still looking for a fire escape that's gonna reach a roof.
Okay. Well, as you guys continue on, you get another block, and you come into an area. It's not like the tent city that you guys had gone through. But out from behind like some of the trash bins and whatnot, you start to notice like little lean-tos and whatnot in this alleyway, and these kids, some of the kids that you had seen, most of them teenagers, some of them smaller, that you had seen in the club or similar to the ones you had seen in the club, start kind of coming out. They're like, couple of them come walking up in front of you, and literally they are wearing like leather jacket. One of them's got a leather jacket on with like sequins. His pants are like 3 inches above his ankles, short. He's got one gloved hand. Anyway.
Oh boy.
And they kind of puff their chests out and they're like, "What are you doing on our turf?"
Curly's just like, he checks to see if he's still wearing the goggles. And he sees, and he nothing there. He's like, "Oh, so they actually look like that."
What do you got a problem? What do you mean? You best watch your tongue, Choom. We're gonna flatline your ass.
I was just admiring your impeccable fashion sense.
And these are literally look like kids. I mean, some of them are maybe mid-teenagers, but they look like kids.
Yogi kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Listen, we're just passing through. Like, just get out of the way, Pipsqueak."
What'd you call me? What'd you call me? And several of the other ones kind of go, "Shh, hey, woo," and they start to back off a bit. And one kid, big kid, he's probably about 6'6", easily 350 pounds, wearing like a big t-shirt that looks like, it's like a tent, and carrying a studded baseball bat, comes walking up. The baseball bat looks like it has nails driven through it. And the kids kind of start backing off and a little bit, and they're like, the Impaler's here. Who you?
Nobody. Just saw a dead body though. Looked like a vampire got it. So that was pretty cool. Cops busted the scene though.
You pay toll for being on our turf.
Your turf. And whose turf?
You pay the toll, pretty boy. He points the bat at you every time he talks.
I just look, see, I was like, you complimented me.
Yeah.
Yogi looks totally unamused by this situation. Kind of looks at Roland and says, "You're the talker. Do the talking."
Look, Choom.
The kids all around him are they like get excited, and when he calls Curly pretty boy, they're all like, "Ooh."
Maybe these kids ain't so bad.
Look, June, we're not paying no tax to walk through this fucking alley, all right? How about you take you and your little friends over there, and you go back to where the fuck it is you came from?
You don't see who it is, but from somebody, one of these kids is, make them pay, Impaler.
All right. So Roland's like, look, you go your way, we go our way, and you don't have to pick your teeth off the ground. Fucking tongue tied.
You talk awful big for a bigger.
Oh boy.
Like, I mean,
You don't
the
pay,
cops-
you turn around, go the other way.
Okay.
And the kids around him are all like, yeah.
Roland just keeps walking.
And this guy gets right in front of you. He kind of dances back a little bit, gets right in front of you. He moves pretty nimbly for a big kid. What do you think you're doing? This is our turf. This is our turf. You pay or you go the other way.
I'm going home. I'm going to fuck to sleep. Well, I'm going to get a shower, then I'm going to sleep.
At this point, Curly will kind of, can we still hear the dogs barking from the cops?
No.
Okay, those are gone. So as far as we know, the cops aren't. We've like lost them.
You do know as you've come this way through this alley, you took one right because that alley hit a dead end, and you haven't seen any way out other than going straight through where these kids are at.
Fair enough.
Yogi kind of sighs and takes out 25 eddies and says, "Here, take it or leave it, bro."
The big kid kind of looks at you with a little bit of startlement, like, oh, and one of the little kid comes up and grabs the money from you and then disappears back into the crowd. Okay, you paid. You can pass.
That's for all of us. That's all you're getting.
When they all, few of them gather together and they're like talking for a little bit. And roll. Give me a perception roll.
Ooh, that's a 15.
All of you can give me a perception roll.
Oh, okay.
Stand up.
14, because
Not 10.
So
okay, Mulaney opened up the third eye there.
Yeah, and unless you have some cyberware that would help with this, but Mel, you for whatever reason you can kind of hear what they're whispering about, and they're surprised, and you hear them whispering to each other. They all huddle together. Small group of them. There's quite a few of them.
With my +2 to hearing, because cyber audio suite is a 16. That's balancing out the -2.
Okay, well you will catch bits and pieces of this, but Mel hears this. You hear him saying like, "Geez, maybe we can get some more. Didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe we just let one through at a time. That'd be great. Yeah, let's do that. We can."
Mel kind of taps Roland's shoulder as she's hearing this. She's like, they're gonna try to con us. They're not gonna behave. They're not gonna let all of us do without more money.
So with that, the big kid kind of puffs his chest out a little bit. He's got his baseball bat, and he's like, "She paid. She can go through. Rest of you got to pay."
I got a beer. Only a few sips taken from it.
Couple of the kids like lunge forward excitedly, and the big kid looks at them, and they step back. And they're like, "Oh no, yeah."
Roland kind of looks over at Mel and Curly and Yogi. He's like, "Are we really about to get fucking punked by a bunch of kids for some eddies?"
Yogi goes, "No, we're not." and tries to roundhouse kick.
Oh Because fuck them kids, apparently.
No.
had
She's
enough.
not
Fuck them
trying to
kids.
hurt. She's not trying to hurt him. She's trying to knock the baseball bat out of his hand.
All right,
Okay.
give me a roll.
Yogi's had enough.
Fuck them kids.
Seriously. Fucking Yogi out here.
It's a 19.
All right. You managed to knock the baseball bat out of his hands. Give me an odd or even roll. Or odd or even. Sorry, I'll do the rolling. Thank you.
Odd Todd.
How dare you?
Oh,
That-
man.
your lack of faith.
The baseball bat. You kick the baseball bat and it flies over end and actually hits one of these little kids. Like a nail stuck into this little kid, and he starts bawling, and the other ones are all like, "Oh, look what you did! Look what you did!"
Yogi has no expression. She's just like, and?
Yeah,
And we'll do it again
cold-blooded.
if you don't let us through. Curly speaks up this time.
Cold-blooded. And to follow that up, Roland kind of walks calmly up to the to the
Oops.
Oh, no. I'll say this, though. Yogi grew up on the streets, okay? She didn't grow up outside of this. Okay? She knows what these kids are like, and she gives no shits.
Gotta give him a second to get back here. Anybody else want to do anything here?
Mel's just content, kind of doing the little dozy. I'm ready to fall asleep.
I don't think you're
Alright. You well, you're back.
Oh, and we lost Jenny.
I guess this is Streamlabs then.
Yeah, the second Rob comes back, Jenny's out.
There.
Oh,
Jenny
there we go.
is back. So you wanna try that again, Roland?
Yeah,
We
so
didn't-
Roland walks calmly up to the big kid and he's like, "Look, we made you an offer. You're trying to hustle us. That was just a taste. Take the 25 eddies. You know what? Since I'm a nice guy, I'll even toss in another 25 eddies for everyone to keep walking. That way you guys can get yourself something to eat and you can patch up your friend.
Yeah.
Take the deal."
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so he flips him 25 eddies, and that's for everybody. So all of us are going to be walking through your territory. No more fucking problems.
What about my little brother? Look what you did to him. Look what
That's
you
all
did
you
to
have.
him.
He kind of holds up a finger and actually presses it to his lips. No. 25 eddies for you guys to get some food and for you to patch your brother up. No more. One more word out of you aside from "go ahead," and I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat.
Wow.
Yogi nods and says, "We grew up on these streets. We know this game. Quit it. Your brother is fine. He has a little nick. Throw a band-aid on it and he'll be fine."
They back out of your way. Absolutely.
And Roland carries on. He just walks right on by.
All right. So
Yogi follows.
as you guys come to the end of the alleyway, you so you come to the end of this alleyway, and there's a lot across the street. You're kind of deep into this part of the city now. This is kind of right on the edge of the combat zone. There's a lot across the street, and there's a familiar looking truck parked over there. It's got an awning, lights inside, a couple little tables sitting out in front. It says tacos, burritos, chimichangas.
Curly just looks at it and goes, "Hell yeah!" He just walks towards it.
Mel follows right along. Goes, I want a beef burrito.
Oh yeah. We're getting food.
Yogi is also like, tacos. Carne asada tacos, please.
Mm.
So you
And
get
they walk. I mean, guess they're walking to the taco truck.
okay. You
Hopefully,
get
it's not gonna blow up this time.
so you guys get over the taco truck. Lights are on. Everything looks like it's running. Nobody's there.
God damn it.
Mel just kind of looks and pouts and is like, motherfucker.
Yogi kind of knocks on the truck. Hello? We want tacos, please.
Nothing.
You fucking
It-
serious? There's nobody there.
Nobody there.
Do they have that the little shutter from where they serve from? Is that open?
No, it's wide open. It's wide open. There's no nothing. The grill still looks like it's on. I mean, you hear some frying grease.
Curly's just gonna like hop on in. It's like, we can just leave the eddies here. I'll make some.
What?
Well,
We took a
no-
suggestion from the chat, man.
Apparently, oh, shit.
It's like,
Shadow out here coming up with ideas.
It's like, well, no one's here, and we're hungry for tacos, man.
Fuck it. All right. Well, since you're taking orders, let me get 4 chicken burritos, extra guac.
Mel's like, beef burritos for me.
Curly then looks to Yogi.
Carne asada plate. Carne asada tacos.
He nods and said, "You got it," and he gets to work fixing everyone some food in this taco truck. The mysteriously unmanned taco truck that no one is really questioning.
We're really not questioning this.
We're drunk, we're hungry, we want tacos, and you know what? We're not looking to skip horse in the mouth.
Apparently, yeah.
All right, so
We're
you
willing to risk it.
you guys I mean, the coolers and everything, it's all running. So you start making some food. And you actually get most of it done. You guys are sitting there for a good 30 minutes, I would say, and you suddenly hear some screaming.
What the fuck is it now?
Just want tacos.
Roland's gonna make a perception check to see if he can hear where that screaming's coming from.
Roll.
It's our day off, damn it.
And that is a nat 20 for a 20. Am I still drunk enough that I have a net -2?
Yeah, you're even the -2. You're gonna make that. So you
Okay.
do. You hear the screaming. And the screaming sounds like, because you rolled a nat 10, it sounds like the voice of that bartender.
Yeah, I think that's the bartender. The voice sounds familiar. Curly, you keep doing your thing. Yogi, yeah, let's go check it out. Mel, stay with Curly. Make sure he doesn't get eaten.
Got it, boss.
Damn it. Make sure my tacos are hot, please. Keep them warm.
Man, you're talking to an expert here. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Roland's gonna go in the direction of the screaming.
By himself, or Yogi's going with
With Yogi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys take off in basically behind the truck. You're walking through that vacant lot, in the direction of the screaming, and you get through. You hear some shuffling feet off to your left down an alleyway, and you think you see some people kind of go behind up another alleyway.
Roland's gonna follow them. He's actually gonna try to be quiet about it too.
Do roll me a stealth check, please. If you're being stealthy.
Yep. Roll resist torture drug first. See if he's still fucking drunk. It's 20 for resist torture drug, not the stealth.
Okay.
And the stealth roll is a 23.
Yeah, no problem.
You mean a roll of stealth?
If you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
He undrunkified.
Hmm. 11. You know what? We will burn. I guess all my luck to make that a 17.
Okay. And that will do it. So back at the taco truck. Mel, I imagine Curly, I imagine you're still finishing up. You didn't quite get your food and Mel's food done yet.
Yeah, he's like putting on the finishing touches right now.
It's gonna keep cooking away. Okay.
Yeah, and he's like, no, we just met that bartender lady. Isn't it a little weird? He already recognizes that scream.
I mean, wasn't she kind of hitting on him a little bit?
Little bit.
I mean, okay, a lot. I mean, either way.
It's like, well, hopefully she's not dead. She made a good drink.
I guess.
They don't care.
It's like, think it was a vampire again?
Oh God, not them damn thing. No.
Does suck.
So as you two are talking, you notice two people walking up on the taco truck. One of them is Anna from the club, and just some other guy that's with her. The guy, they both actually are very good looking.
Vampires.
No human can be that attractive. They're obviously vampires.
Make sure you put extra garlic in their food.
Oh, I'm on it.
So Anna walks up in the truck with you. It's like, hey, I'm glad I found you. And the guy walks over to you, Mel.
She kind of gives him the side eye. Can I help you?
Well, I hope so.
It's like, you got an order?
He just kind of looks at you and looks back at Mel. He's like, I'll have what she's having.
And then he looks at Anna's like,
He looks at you, Mel, and he says, you mind if I have you for dinner?
Not interested. Go away.
Curly actually laughs a little. He's like, buddy, that's not the best pickup line I've heard.
Oh, that was great though. That was bravo.
So Anna comes up in the truck with you.
She's coming in the truck? She's hopping over too?
Yeah, she opens the door at the back of the truck. Climbs right up in the truck with you.
Oh yeah, there is a door, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, he sees her coming. He's like, yeah, looks like they got beef here, chicken here, pork here, taco shells are over there. Make yourself something.
She kind of looks at you and licks her lips a little bit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
She likes a man who can cook.
Well, she's she's just kind of moving up on you, and she smile, deep eyes, looking at you. She's like, I think I know what I want.
God.
He's catching the vibe, and like from behind the shades, you just see like a single brow raise. He's like, ah. Yeah, looks at the food he's making. He's like, I'm flattered, but honestly, right now, I'm just really fucking hungry.
Me too. All right, I'm gonna leave those guys right there for a moment and then go back to the alley.
Just like I was just obliviously not catching the hints here.
But they actually want to eat them.
Yeah.
They're just hungry. I mean, come on, it's a taco truck. You guys, you
I don't know.
experienced this. I mean,
They sus.
you know,
They sus. Sus is fun.
so you guys can go to the random suspect taco truck and eat, and it's okay. But if anybody else does,
Oh, they're
then
not
it's sus.
asking for tacos though. They're
I was
asking
just saying,
for
I'm
them.
sorry.
So you two follow this group, and you kind of follow down to the end of this alleyway, and it opens up a little bit, and you see the tall man from the club, puppeteer man, and you see the two guys that you followed out of the alley, and you see the golden waitress, or sorry, silver waitress. The silver waitress is on her knees in the alley, and the tall man is basically cornering these two guys, and they look scared as shit.
Interesting. So Roland continues to kind of walk up. He's being quiet about it. He's not saying much. Just trying to get a sense of the situation. So essentially, that dude, the 7 foot tall dude, assumably on stilts. I mean, possibly. We're about to find out. So he moves up on.
Yeah, he pulls his jackets back and hops down. He's actually a frickin' dwarf, but no, anyway.
I can see that. I
knew it.
So he walks up. He walks up. And you said there's two people that he's kind of cornering.
Yeah, the two guys, the two young guys that were with her at the club that you followed out.
So Anna's not there.
Not with you, no.
No. I mean, sorry. The woman that screamed. I can't remember the.
No, she's there. She's on her knees.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's
You
knelt.
said two guys. I was thinking two actual guys.
Nope.
Okay. And Roland kind of looks from them to him. And what is he actually doing? Like, does he have a weapon? Is he, I don't know, baring his fangs?
You really can't tell because he has the, he's got a trench coat on with the hood.
Okay. All right. Well.
You look around and you see a stake laying, like the weird oddity of it is it's a wooden stake, or it looks like a wooden stake laying on the ground.
Okay. Roland kind of looks at it, picks it up, and hands it to Yogi.
She kind of just gives him a look like, thanks.
He walks up and he kind of taps the guy on the shoulder.
Puppeteer?
Yeah, the dude in the red trench coat. So.
You're probably not gonna get that close to him, but I mean, you're gonna continue walking up on him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You do notice there are two others that kind of step out of the shadows by the lady, the bartender. So as you're walking up there, the puppeteer turns to you. And from underneath this cowl, this hood, you see dark red, well, not dark, but bright red eyes. not like mechanical eyes. You see like a what looks like a retina itself. An actual eye. Only it's like a
It's glowing red.
Yeah, it's glowing red. Both of them.
All right, cool, Chrome, dude. What are you doing? Like, you trying to get a BJ or something, or what?
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna go back to the taco truck for a moment here. So, Curly,
Yep.
what are you doing?
He's making his food, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what is really great." He grabs like a little bottle of sauce, and he's like, "This right here, the spicy sauce. Put it on. You can put this shit on anything. You know, this shit. It's fucking fantastic. Let me tell you." He's like putting some of it on everyone's food, honestly.
My man, don't even have to ask.
Roll brawling.
All right.
Only thing we're trying to do is get some fucking food, man.
All right. Brawling. It's a nat one. I'm lost in the sauce, baby. He's focused on that food.
He really is.
Mel, you see what's going on in the truck, and it really it looks like Anna is coming on to Curly, and she looks like a cat stalking its prey, coming on to this guy. And then she just lunges forward and grabs him, and he goes down behind the counter.
Oh my!
So
Belle's just gonna start cursing in German's like, I just want to fucking go home and go to bed.
So you're just the most oblivious characters right now.
Well, the negative side is that she's suffering from the effects of the stuff. Anyway,
True.
Tell you what. Between now and the end of the stream, if anybody can go ahead and take some guesses as to when this happened to Mel. Not you guys in the stream audience. Take some guesses as to when this happened to Mel. If you get it right, then we'll get you something. We'll get you a prize. So Mel, you see this going on, and this guy lunges towards you. So roll brawling. At a -2, by the way.
Can I do resist torture drugs?
Sure.
No, that's not one with that one.
Make that a -3 now.
Jesus Christ.
We're so bad.
Oh.
No?
Okay.
Oh,
Man, let me see here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I am going to roll this one instead of just doing the DD value. That would be... Did you put the -3 in there? Or that would be 3 off
18.
of that? Okay.
18 3 off of it.
Okay. He manages to take you down on the ground. So now we'll jump back into the alley quick. So the big guy is looking at you. What do you want?
Honestly, what I really fucking want, I want to go back to the taco truck, get my burritos, go home, eat, go to sleep. That's what I want to do.
Then do that. And he waves you away.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that lady there made me some pretty damn good Johnny Silverhands. So, unless
you see a little grin on her face,
you're about to engage in some consensual, whatever the fuck, we could have a problem.
All right, so the other two by her leave her and start closing on you and Yogi.
Yogi, why can't they just leave us alone?
So
I don't know.
so give me an
But we
initiative
should have
roll.
just stayed home.
Give me a what now?
Give me an initiative roll.
All right, fuck it.
Ooh, yeah, Yogi actually says that. She says, I don't know, but we should have just stayed home. Why did you want to check out this damn club again?
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm bored.
Roland, you go first.
All right. So as they close, Roland is going to hit them with the. Let's see.
Want to hit him with the ugly stick. Oh,
With the martial arts attack.
okay,
I'm
and
gonna slap 2 luck on that to make that a 17.
okay, that hits.
And hey, he's just gonna hit the guy with the fucking clean roundhouse kick to the chest.
All right, odd or even?
Even Steven. My faith. is
So
restored.
tell us what that looks like. What happened?
Oh, I mean, Roland. Yogi can see just a level of aggravation on his face, and he as the guy starts walking to him, he starts walking towards him, and then just hits him with a roundhouse kick to the chest that puts the guy on his ass.
All right.
And it was a solid one too. Like the kind of breath went out of him.
The other one, basically brings his arms up, balls up his fists, and out pops Rippers, both hands.
Oh, of fucking course.
Yogi, you're up.
Yogi is going to look for a trash can lid.
Okay, you find as a matter of fact, you're in an alleyway. It's a little wider alleyway, but I mean, there's definitely a plethora of different sizes and shapes of trash can lids.
Alright, gonna pick up one.
Okay.
And try and smack somebody in the face with it. Using her martial arts skill.
Go for it.
Let's go Captain America on this guy's ass.
Seriously. That one is shield.
Okay, I think I rolled that wrong, but that is a 16.
Yeah, just give me the damage on that.
Okay, how much do we calculate damage again?
It's dependent on your
body
body.
stat.
What's your body stat?
A 6.
A 6. I believe that's a 2d6 damage.
Yes, 2d6. Yep.
Yeah, because I think it's 7+ when it gets to 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well that's a 10.
Odd or even?
Odd Todd.
Hey.
You win. What does that look like?
Disgusting.
So basically, she kind of just bends down to grab a trash can and takes it and uses her momentum of getting back up to swing at this dude's face and hit him right in the jaw.
All right. You slam him right in the jaw. Back to the front. Mel, you quickly realize that this guy who just took you to the ground, and it clears your head a bit, so you're only suffering from a -1 now. You realize that he's trying to bite you on the neck.
She's gonna let her rippers free and try to stab him in the gut.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. First, I need you to roll a... Oops. First, I need you to roll a brawling roll.
20. 19, excuse me.
Oh.
Okay. So this guy sinks his teeth into your neck. And it feels like needles going into you. And there's this weird sensation that you get from him, like almost like surprise for a moment. Curly.
Yep.
You're having the same thing happen to you. You notice suddenly that Anna has teeth. And they are shiny metallic teeth, about 2 inches long, the fangs. And they're coming at you. Roll brawling.
Alright. Brawling. That is a 10.
Okay. And you have just experienced the same thing. You've just had these teeth sunk into your throat, basically.
Ow.
Yeah.
Crow's like, whoa, lady, that my kink.
Not your kink. All right, I am gonna have you roll. I'm gonna have you roll. Hold on, just 1 second. You can pick persuasion or conversation. Actually,
Can
or
I
bribery.
propose a third action here? A third option.
You can propose whatever you like.
Because in one hand, he has that squeezy bottle of spicy sauce. So I would like to use my handgun skill to squirt some of that into her eyes.
Unfortunately, you are failed brawling, so you're under
What?
her control.
I lose my turn?
Well,
Goddamn.
you're grappled, so
Okay. In that case,
you can try to break free.
My brawling's not that good. I guess persuasion.
Okay, this is not your action, by the way. I'm giving you this.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
go ahead.
That is a 14.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be paying attention to you, brother. All right. Mel.
Yeah.
It is your turn. So you've just had teeth sunk into your neck. Are you gonna try and break free, or
I mean, it's the only thing I can do, so.
surrender to the ecstasy, or no?
Surrender to the drugs.
Go for it. Give me a brawling check, ma'am.
17.
17. I am gonna. Okay. So, what are you doing exactly?
At this point, she's just struggling against him, trying to get free of his grip.
Okay. So you succeed. Why don't you tell us what that looks like? I mean, because he's got a hold of you and he's got his teeth buried in your neck. I mean, what just happened?
She manages to wiggle arms free and shoves her hand up into his chin to knock him off her neck.
Okay. And the oddest thing when you do that, because you manage to shove him enough that it disengages him from your neck, you hear this sound. The sound. It's like a. Okay, more than what a person sucking would sound like, and it's almost mechanical. This suction sound, like the little vacuum nozzle things at the dentist.
Oh boy.
Curly, you're up.
So now that I can take my action,
Yes.
I'm going for the spicy sauce shot.
Okay, but you're still under her brawling, so you have to break free from the brawling.
I'm not able to use any of my hands.
No.
Okay.
You have to break free from. Once you're grappled, you have to break free before you can actually take an action. The only thing you can do is struggle.
I rolled an 11.
You have luck.
Fuck. I guess I'll use 6 luck to make that a 17.
Okay, so your 6 luck allows you to break free. Why don't you tell us what that looks like? What do you do?
Just because I like this idea, we'll say it was the spicy sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, manages to like squirm one of his arms, get enough range of motion on his wrist, just squeezes the bottle, and the sauce just shoots straight into her eyes. And if you ever had spicy sauce in your eyes, that shit hurts.
I mean, yeah, anything spicy your eyes hurts, dude.
Yeah, so like I imagine that just makes her let go.
Oh, absolutely.
Shock.
She lets go and she starts screaming. She's like, "What the fuck did you do? Ow!"
Speak for yourself, bitch. You were trying to bite me.
All right, back up to the alley.
All right, so Roland's gonna continue to beat up on that guy that he just kicked.
Okay, go for it.
All right, and that is another one. It's 18, and another one. 13. I'm gonna drop 3 luck to make that second one a 16.
Okay. So that dude goes down. You can tell us what that looks like.
As the dude's just kind of sitting there, kind of still sucking air, Roland literally drops 2 axe kicks on the top of his head. And there's crunches. He's not sure if he's dead, but the guy kind of flops back, twitching.
All right, and the second one that Yogi hit that has the rippers out is actually going to go after you, Roland. Roll evasion.
All right, stand by. Oh, where's my fucking? There it is. Damn, minus fucking. That's a -1. Sorry, that's a nat 1. Never mind.
Okay, so you're going to take 16 damage, half your against half your SP.
Damn. Okay, that's yeah. And I'm assuming that does not ablate.
No, that does ablate.
Okay.
It's the rippers.
Weapon.
It's the rippers.
Oh. Okay. Damn. All right. Well, that's a pretty solid shot.
All right. And Yogi. I'm only giving him 1 attack because he took a pretty solid hit from the last attack from Yogi. So,
and then there's one other vampire guy, right?
the big guy, yeah.
Oh, the big guy.
Yeah, the big guy, and then the one that you tried to attack who just took a slice out of Roland's arm.
Does he now have his back to her?
Not really. He's not squared up against her, but he doesn't have his back to her, no.
Okay, well, Yogi's still gonna take a jab at him with that wooden stake.
Go for it.
I wonder what the
And-
reaction's going to be like.
And by the way, since you are attacking him with that stake, before you roll your attack, roll intimidation for me.
So, quick question: if I were to theoretically throw this at him, could actually, I thought I put more in archery. I guess I didn't. Oh well, we'll go with melee then. Never mind.
Okay.
But intimidation.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What is that? Social?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an intimidation thing. I think
Um,
the closest would be probably.
Persuasion with threats?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
go for
closest
it.
I can
Go
think
for
of.
it. Yep.
So that's a 14.
Okay, he definitely notices the stake, but it doesn't seem to have too much effect on him.
Okay. This be martial art still?
Yep, go for it.
Why? Frickin' sucks. Anyway, it's a 13. Probably does nothing.
Yeah. All right, so you miss on that one. Looks like Rob or Matt lost his connection.
And
Not back
Rodicious,
yet.
welcome in.
Welcome, Rodacious.
Yeah.
Mel.
Let's see what's up.
So you hear screaming from inside the truck, and someone yelling, "What did you do? What did you do?" And that seems between you hitting this guy under the chin and this other woman screaming, that seems to have captured this guy's attention. He lets go of you.
So at this point, can she now try to rip him to bits with her rippers?
You can.
Okay. And I believe it is 23 for 5.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if this one's 2.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think rippers is 2 attacks.
Yep.
15 for 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 3 luck and make that an 18.
All right. So you're gonna take this guy down. So tell us what that looks like.
So as he turns his attention away from her, she is just going to slam her hands forward, literally looking like claws, and as she does, her nails are going to rip out, and she is just going to scrape up as hard as she can and just rip him to bits.
Ooh. Not a fun way to go.
He bit her neck. She told him no. He didn't consent.
Okay. And when that happens, you also see Anna. Pretty sure it's Anna, running away, holding her face.
She's just gonna scream out, "Bye, bitch!"
All right. Now back up to the alley. So as you guys are engaged with these two, someone else comes walking up the alley behind you. You are pretty sure that you recognize this woman. She's dressed nicely. She's a little older. She walks up the alley behind you guys, lifts up her gun, and starts speaking to the big guy.
The tall guy.
The tall guy. And as she's speaking to him, you're on mute, Matt or Rob.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that Matt is having some difficulties. So
Yeah, for some reason the page isn't loading for him. Like it's that one page too. He was testing out like YouTube and stuff. It's just Streamlabs being a dick. But he says he's gonna get back on as soon as he can. He's trying other options.
So this lady raises this gun and starts talking to this guy, and she tells him, "You should have never touched my daughter." For some reason, I really want to do the Ninga Montoya speech here, but I'm not going to.
Thank God I'm back.
Welcome back. So she tells him, "You should have never touched my daughter, you evil bastard. For that, I'm gonna finish you." And with one shot, one aimed shot, catches this guy right in the head.
Ooh,
And he slumps to the ground.
fucking skill issue. My man don't know how to dodge.
The woman herself just turns and walks away. So, Curly, you managed to get your sauce into her eyes. And
phrasing, for God's sake.
That's why he does best.
Oh no!
That's what he does best. Man has good aim. What can I say?
Curly, keep your sauce to yourself, buddy.
No can do.
She runs off screaming, just out of that truck, runs off screaming, holding her face, running as fast as she can down the street. You hear this wet, kind of crunchy slicing sound from out in front of the truck, and you hear a You're still on your back behind the counter, so you can't see anything other than you've seen her go running away.
He would also hear Mel yell out.
Oh yeah, what'd you yell? Good.
So as Mel sees her running off, she yells out, "Bye, bitch!"
Yeah, Curl will just like get back up and like look over at the counter and be like, what is going on out here?
Come help me get this fucker off of me.
He'll grab like the biggest knife in the truck and he'll hop over the he'll hop out and
He's
rush
already
towards the back.
dead. Just help me get the fucking body off.
He was
No,
gonna he was gonna make him into fajita meat.
He like had the thing raised. He's like, oh yeah, sure, and just pulls the body off of her.
All right.
Mel will push herself up. It's like gross.
It does sound good though.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this there. Unless you wanted to do some RP with these folks, because you just saved the lives of the Frog Boys and Frog Brothers and the
Bartender.
the silver bartender, and that would be the end there. So. Obviously an adaptation of the original adventure, which went a little different direction. I had to add in taco trucks and all of the really, corny puns and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys had fun.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do I get to find out when Mel's drink got spiked?
Did anybody guess?
The only person I saw guess was Grimwolf, I think, and he said when she went to the bathroom, but she never went to the bathroom, so that wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah,
It was when they topped off the drink.
Bingo.
I was gonna say it's either that one or the initial one.
No, it's when you went up and the goth chick served you. So there's definitely more to this story, because the story itself, I didn't take you guys through. I kind of twisted the story off in a particular direction because it is a really good story. I didn't want to give the actual plot twist that's in there. It's interesting, and there's more than one of these people. And yeah, they do believe that they're vampires, but as part of the story, it's not necessarily their fault. It's not like they're actually a bunch of just crazy fanatics. There's more going on behind the scenes. But in our world, we have just killed the bad guy. So doesn't mean the vampires go away, though. We might play with them again later. They might come back for revenge. We get lots of revenge. There'll have to be another taco truck. Revenge of the taco truck again, part 2.
Of course.
Electric Boogaloo. I would like to assume that they do get their food, and
Sure.
they do get to go home.
Yeah.
And poor
Yeah.
Poland probably needs a few stitches.
Probably.
So I was going for Children of the, or what is it? Children of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies. Or
Lord of the
Children
Flies.
Corn?
No, Lord of the Flies. Yeah. It's trying mixing that a little bit with like some Peter Pan. With the kids there, so I don't know.
Rufio. I like it. I like it. I like it. I respect it. It was
All right.
interesting, especially the nightclub.
Did you enjoy the nightclub?
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, until vampires.
But that was that I had to have the vampires. That's like the story is the vampires.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I think the story would have been a lot better if the 7-foot man was secretly like 3 kids in a trench coat.
I really was trying to angle there, and I just figured, you know what? No, that's
you gotta commit, man. You gotta commit. Listen, I don't care how old that trope is. It's funny.
I already completely warped things into this odd world, so we'll let the 7-foot guy be a 7-foot guy.
Dang. Tragic.
I mean, you can get any augmentation in Night City.
Yeah, some of the augmentation for these vampires. So you got the teeth. There's some other things there. They have the eyes, the Kim skin piece. They also have there's a suction system that's hooked up in their throat. Once they bite you, you have 1 turn to escape them. If you don't, they will suck you dry because of that vacuum system. So
Curly and
suck.
Melanie probably also need a blood infusion.
Well, they didn't get, because it's the bite in 1 turn and then the suck in the next turn. So if they would have failed those brawling rolls, then we'd have had 2 dead characters on her.
Yeah. Well, luckily we don't. And Yogi still doesn't get a goddamn night off.
Because they're badass and and Curly's sharing his sauce. I mean,
spicy sauce, man.
Fucking sauce, Jesus Christ.
Listen,
I'm gonna say canonically they get their fucking burritos and tacos and shit. They get their.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely.
Curly makes them good.
They're gonna be sit there like covered in blood and dirt from the alleyways, and they're just gonna be sitting at the tables eating their food and being like, God damn it, I just wanted a night off.
Fuck Night City.
Yeah,
Hopefully you guys had a good time.
As you guys are finishing your food, the little Mexican guy comes back. Looks like he's been on like a 24-hour bender. Just.
No.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, oh,
just left his taco truck.
All right, thank you very much, guys, for being here. Awesome, a lot of fun. I mean, are we set to do
an episode of the update log? Yeah, we can. Just gotta find the day.
Okay.
We can discuss that. But we will keep you guys posted on when that day will be. If it is going to be this week. If not, then same time, same place next Wednesday.
And So please do. If you're not part of our Discord, join the Discord. Then you can
Join the Discord.
then you can
Follow us on Twitter. We'll also be
part of
posting
it.
updates there as well.
I am going to be doing. I for the audience piece here. I am a big fan of the Lord of the Rings. And several of our audience have expressed that they really like that series as well. And I am looking at starting a little conversation in the Discord. So it's not going to be a live stream. It'll be a conversation in the Discord. All of our Discord members are welcome to join, where we can just talk a little bit about that. My intention is to go book by book and just kind of talk through what we think of the story, what are some of the things that stand out to us. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord.
It looks like I gotta start reading the book again because it's been a minute since I've read it. Well, I've seen all the movies. I've seen the extended editions multiple times, but the books are definitely drastically different. From the
I just got turned on to a new one tonight. Guardian Groot was sending me some information on a new series to check out as well. So,
which one?
When I have time to do some reading, I will definitely.
You should post the series in the Discord. Brandon Sanderson has been coming out with the new series.
It is a Brandon Sanderson one. Yep.
Yeah.
The Stormlight Archive.
I have heard of it. I've read a different one of his called the Mistborn trilogy. Really good series.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, I'll be checking that out here soon, and because kind of a lot of our community are some book lovers, so we'll probably try and have some conversations about that, focus in on some of the things that we like and share some of our ideas and thoughts, things we like about them.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, next Thursday night, are we doing Mutant?
Yeah, what's happening next? Oh, Matt, what are you thinking, buddy?
He's stunned, see, perfectly still. I think he froze. So we'll if nothing else, we'll do. Well, maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll roll back into the BOR. Because we're headed in that direction anyway. We do have a one shot of Mutant, which is going to be happening either this coming week or probably the week after, for our Thursday night game stream. Then we have some other games that we need to do one shot of as well.
Yes.
Including Tales from the Loop and Jason, and yeah, there's a bunch. We may
there's a couple.
And depending, I mean, the next guests that we have on, we're looking at possibly having like Luke Stratton back on again. So we may play a little pirate board, which is a hell of a fun game anyway. So
you get to play as an undead chicken.
Yes, and I am definitely playing. If we play that, somebody else is running that, so I can play.
Okay, yeah.
And outside of that, we have the GaryCon 2024 piece that we are working on. We are going to be running a 4-part. Well, I'll be running a 4-part adventure live at GaryCon for Cyberpunk Red. It is a wholly created by us adventure story. It's I love the hell out of the story. It's awesome. It is called Beyond the Wall. So if you are at all interested in finding out anything about that, then if you're at GaryCon, come join us, come play. If you're not, then we also will have a virtual option, which Matt and Rob will be running some virtual games for GaryCon, and then after GaryCon, we'll be releasing some of that content and sharing. We may even do a playtest through here on the stream just to show people that content. Outside of that, anybody else got anything? Matt's got a lot of things. He's still completely absorbed and staring at whatever it is that he's staring at. I get to pick on him for a few minutes.
All right.
With that, I think we'll go ahead and close things out here. Let me take a look and see if we have a partner we can raid into out there. Darling Creepshow is doing some art tonight, so I think we will go jump over with her. She is an awesome streamer, really nice lady, very entertaining. So please do show her some love. And with that, thank you all again for being here tonight. Everybody,
Guys, have a good night.
have a
See ya.
fantastic evening.